Good Wednesday evening, Nathaniel here for the American Ricci Mahjong League. Gonna catch some exciting round 5, session 5 action. I'm joined tonight by Arthur Korak. How's it going?
Hello, everyone. Should be an interesting fight here. Of course, see Jay has been dominating A2, and a bunch of surprises the demotion zone are in. I think that's really the story here. The currently in demotion zone players are Max, yes, that's Max, Michael, Lucas, Dustin, Zalong, and Mohan. Four of those longtime A1 players, and to see them stuck in A2 kind of just shows how rough Armel has become at the top end.
Oh, absolutely. This division has been so intense. Getting stuck in the relegation zone is it can happen to anybody, as we've seen underway here with ID as our dealer. Jay is the first dealer. Jay on the right. Dustin across the table and Mohan on the left. And of course, Dustin and Mohan have the most work to do. So we'll see if they get extra aggressive in this game.
All right. Well, this is Irie in front of us. Looks like a Tanya type hand. I imagine the honors come out fairly soon. Of course, this is the double E, so might get held back a bit. On the right, there's Jay with the hot two. We'll go ahead and call. No real value yet, but may end up going on it two across the way. North is a Dora pair, so this looks like a very likely just Richi Pinfu Dora 2. Nothing fancy on the left. That is maybe a 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. Now you have the Haku pair. You could also go Messi Chanta, but I think it's most likely one Han.
Big advantage to the dealer ID with this Forso draw, and Dustin across the way with the Dora pair. However, if Jay can shut this down, it's really going to be necessary because these are some expensive hands brewing.
Certainly, and of course Irie with actually Chitoitsu Ishan 10. Not my favorite hand, but I mean it can move towards Ryan Peiko, so you draw a 4-pin or a 1-pin.
Yeah, that's certainly what you're hoping for. If you draw the Tempai, though, are you just slamming that Ricci? Let's say the 3 so.
Just who do you think I am? Yes!
All right, we're gonna see the Semso G and 5-pin. Jay says, "I want more. I don't want to just shut this hand down."
Jay says, yeah, we want to get the Honetsu, try and get some extra value out of here. Maybe even getting the 40 Fu. But, oh, well, another 5. Is that, you take it as a sign? No, keeps throwing it back.
And we'll see if he comes to regret this, as Dustin has just found Ishan 10 across the way. It needs 6-pin, 9-pin, 6 Mon, 9 Mon. Those houses look relatively live.
There's the 3, doesn't do anything, should probably get tossed back. Gonna throw the 6 back. This is definitely going for the Chitoitsu, and if Irie does draw the 8, I imagine it's going to be a Ricci on the 3, so waiting on that 3 Suji that may end up even being a Batsu. Oh no, the 2, the 3, 4 has been drawn. I imagine 4 has to go back, though.
Yeah. And Jay fortunately gets rid of that 3 Mon before a Tempai is found. Mohan's not going to play around. He'll just take the Tempai.
Yeah, Mohan says, okay, enough is enough. I don't like this Chi on the 3. Oh, there's a Ryan Peiko shift. Let's go. I mean, this has to be the 3 Mon, doesn't it? Or the 8? Okay. Oh, 2 pair up. Yeah, just has decided it is Honitsu. Doesn't care about anything else. Meanwhile, the Richi Dora 2, not Pinfu, but waiting 6-pin, 9-pin. There are a bunch of them left. 4 outs left. 2 9s, 2 6s. Especially the 2 9s visible, 2 in Irie's hand of the 6s, though. Speaking of 6s, there's one on the left drawn.
Mohan already bailed 1 Mon, so did not feel comfortable with a 6-0 push. Maybe not the 6. 6-0 push was not taken, so 6-pin maybe not either.
1 pin thrown back, not believing the Ryan Peiko will keep the Chitoitsu Tanyao hand. I don't think I'd mind the 3 Mon cut here with a 4 Mon, 7 Mon.
Mohan does not like this 9. Could have been the
Tempai. That would have been Pinfu. That would have been Tempai. But with the Chitoitsu, just goes and throws the 3. And we have Tempai on the right. Khan!
Oh, with the 7!
Comes right out. It would have conned into 4 Dora there for Dustin. Instead, Jay with the extra food here at 6,400 and the stick. Gonna jump out to a big lead there. Dustin had a monster brewing.
Yeah, this is so curious from Jay being this aggressive. I don't know if it's because he has this, he's leading the league by a landslide and has this many points to play with, or if this is just his usual play style.
Well, certainly capitalizing there. I think that's called getting the maximum from the hand.
I would say so.
All right, we have a Dora Penchun here. 7 Mon is the door indicator. 8 and 9. Other than that, probably Ricci, Dora, maybe a Pinfu, but unlikely. On the right, 3 pairs. It's not really Chitoitsu. Now you have a 5, 6, 7, so it's probably Richinomi. We'll try to connect to the door, get something. Across the way, that feels like a Tanyao, maybe a Pinfu. On the left, we have similarly just mediocre Pinfu hand. But all these hands have one of the eights, so obviously no one's going to pair it up unless there's some random Doratanki at the end. But a bit of a question of this hand is who's going to take advantage of it? And that makes the most important tile the sevens. And of course, there is only one, and that is the door indicator right now. So 3 in the wall. Everyone needs them.
Yeah, maybe across the way, Mohan's gonna be the first to have to give up on that Dora. He doesn't really want to though. He needs value, and maybe you hang on to it over something like the 9 pin and just angle it for Tanya. Maybe even hold it over the Forso, although that has some Sanchoku ideas in the future. So we'll see what happens with his 8. Similarly, ID already accepts the 7 mon in the form of the 5/6 shape. So ID could also drop the 8 mon, given that there are shapes elsewhere in the hand.
Well, I already had a Sanshoku option, but cut the 9 pin to lock the 8 pin pair up. Otherwise, maybe that 9 gets capped and you just call it down.
Yeah, that is a good point. I don't know if you could have prevented that with a 3 so earlier. It feels like you lose a little bit there, the chance to improve one of your bad shapes into a Yamen.
Well, there's a 6 that's going to expand the so shape significantly. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Instead, cuts the
Ooh.
1 pin. That's definitely not an efficient cut, but there are, of course, some distant Itsu routes. 5-1 pair up across the way, that's just Chitoitsu Ishanten. I'm disgusted enough with the hand, I kind of like drop with the 4, and there it goes.
Yeah, I mean, one good reason to aim for Chitoy there is that you can use two-door. Now,
And we have Ishanten headless here for J, of course. If the 7 is drawn, I imagine there's just going to be the Ricci here with the 4-7 pin weight.
naturally, still 3/7 mon in the wall.
Oh, well, I
Eats.
mean, I did ask for it. Ricci, Pinfu Door 1, 4 pin, 7 pin. There are only 2 outs of this left, 1 4 and 1 7. There are 2 4s in Jay's hand, of course. The Arianman always worse than the traditional Rianman because there are 2 less tiles, but you only need 1 to win.
All right, here's a question. If you are you're Mohan across the way, you draw the 8-mon Dora into Tempai.
Ooh, that's a disgusting situation.
You have to
With a 2
push. It's got to
pin,
be the 4 pin, right?
I might even go with the 6 here. We have
Mm.
a couple blockers, but of course we know this is irrelevant because the 8-mon's dead.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, oh, there's a 6. That's such
Oh,
a
this
problem
is
you're gonna deal in.
dealing. I don't know how you get away from this. Like, I don't know how
Lychee.
you get away from this. Out it
Don't.
goes. There's the deal. Richipin Fudora 1.
At least
See if we get in the Euro.
you don't feel bad dealing in this way. If you had picked the wrong donkey, you might feel a little bit bad about it. But this way, there's just no choice.
Yeah, there's always a deal in there. Well, Jay has 1 Haku Dora. The rest of the hand's a bit of a mess. On the right, a much better Pinfu hand, maybe a 5-6 coming Sanshku. Potential across the way. Bad Pinfu hand, and then the left. Bad Honitsu hand. The more I look at it, the more I just want to throw up.
Well, Hatsu is at least something, Hatsu pair, but yeah, it's gonna take some work.
That's the type of hand where I go, okay, we're just calling the Hatsu and plan A as Doratanki. I don't care about the rest of the hand. We're just calling.
Yeah, I'm curious about Jay's Dora because these shapes are just so awkward. The Kanchan and the Pinzu, the Kanchan and the Slozu.
I think you always hold it until you just guaranteed your blocks, and his blocks are terrible. The 1-3, 4-6-6 being a better one, but you already have a pair. So I imagine, obviously, Hatsu comes out first. I would probably even cut 9-9 before the Haku.
Yeah, honestly. Well, we weren't drawing that anyway, so
Oh, and it does. It even holds the Hatsu as a safe tile. Highly evaluating this Dora, as you can see. There's only one of those left in the wall, though.
yeah, with these shapes, there's not really any reason to give someone the Dora Palm. You know, if they're gonna build an expensive hand, make them work for it.
Was in a very nice position here, sitting at 43,200, way above second place.
Exactly.
And so you definitely want the recovery, the extra dealer payment from throwing it and someone suing later, but at the same time, you kind of want to win a hand. The question is this irredeemable? And early second row, like you can see the shapes here, but
Eat.
meh.
All right.
And there's our Ricci Sanshoku Tanya waiting on 6-0.
Yeah,
There's one left. One was just drawn by Mohan across the way.
Dustin had found the tempo in the previous draw, had the 3-4-7 shape. Oh, waited
Oh,
one
across
turn.
the last one in the wall. Ricci Patsumo Tanya Sanjuku. That's a Hanemon. Dustin going with the one turn, and of course the Oyakabri there for Jay takes a big hit, and we are close for first place. Dustin will be deal here in East 3, 34,900, has a pretty standard Pinfu hand, floating Tuso Dora on the right. Pinfu hand, probably above average, maybe just go Tanya as well across the way. Pinfu hand there, this is why it is the normal hand. Most hands tend that direction on the left. Few pairs. Maybe, dare I tempt you with a 2-3-4 Sanshogu route?
I'm always interested.
But it's a long way because everything's a long way. Dustin going and calling here with the Hatsu. I'd just go ahead and call that 9 because I want to go to Artanki. At the same time, when do I not want to go to Artanki?
Yeah, surely Dustin's thinking about the greedy angle. I mean, in the previous hand, he had the Kachan wait 3-4-7, cuts the 3-so for the Con, 6-so, waits one turn, gets the Sanchoku improvement, slams at Ricci. That's thinking about value. Surely we're thinking about, oh, maybe it's Honitsu value.
Yeah, but with the door, you're not adding a ton of value the way. And the 9 pawn would have kept you in the same suit, so it's not a lost tile. Well, across the way, that is Ishunten, but a hideous one. Oh, backfire on the 7, so there for Dustin.
Oh, no, more pairs. And he says no. And now he shot that with the 8-pin drop for Ipeko.
Meanwhile, Jay is actually building towards the 2-3-4 Sanshoku Tanyao.
Although pulling in the first, so...
Wow, I'm very surprised the 6 isn't taken. I don't think I'd ever be able to pass that. Out goes the Dora, says it's not part of this hand. May even be going Toy now.
Yeah, maybe just get it all. I didn't actually think it was going to turn into a flush, but...
Well, I still don't think it's going to turn into a flush, but...
I've seen Dustin do this.
Well, yes, but it's at minimum, what, 3 Shunten?
Yeah.
This is doable, but oh, well, there's your Sanshoku Tanyao. Imagine it's 1 show here. Could go 6-mon as well.
Preemptively cutting the 6 ahead, or not allowing Dustin to advance the hand. That's the debate. He will...
Goes for 1. 4, this should be a call. I imagine it's a... Gets rid of the shape. Yep, there it is.
Ooh, didn't call the 3-4-5 way, though.
Well, you're not really worried about the Sanchoku. You'd rather have Dora.
That's true.
Oh, could call for the... Oh, just draw the 2.
Oh, my goodness.
This has to be a slam, doesn't it? Yeah, Ricci, Pinfu, Dora, or Ricci, Pinfu, Tanyao, Sanchoku, Dora. And now Tempai on the right, waiting only on 6-mon. It is a 6-9 wait, but of course the 9 has no Yaku.
I guess this is where the Sanchoku actually has... Oh, that's Tempai.
You throw the 3 or the 5. I think you have to throw one of them. I'd throw the 3 with the Suji. No, throws the 5. Wants to set up the potential Suji here. Could call 3-4, Chi cut 8, and then you would get rid of the Atozuke issue.
Oh, drew a Dora. Maybe needed to make that call, because that Dora is not coming out.
There's the 9. It is Suji. Doesn't throw it just yet. Dustin's just pushing.
Yeah, 3-so is a shove and a half.
So there's what, 2 4-pin? Oh, there's the 9. Deals in. Dustin picks it up. Hatsunomi also, of course, reaching into first place. East 3-1.
Ooh.
Classic 1-3-5-7-9 shape, less than ideal. This is a hand we know better as Kanchan Hell. There's also a penchant, just if you didn't feel bad about it enough already. On the right, Pinfuan 3, 4, 5 Sanjgu, 5, 6, 7 Sanjgu, an option. Also has the penchant 8, 9, where 7 pin is Dora. Across the way, do you go Honitsu? I kind of want to, just because I don't like anything else here. And on the left, feels much more Pinfu. May end up cutting the south pair, but we'll see.
Yeah, if you're thinking about the flush, maybe you cut the penchant, but yeah, kind of expected Ivy to just wait a little bit longer before making a decision.
All right, well, Tumon pair up, but again, long way to go with this. 6 is a great draw there for Mohan. Could get the 9 so, could get the 7 Mon. Goes with the 7. 3 on pair up there on the left, maybe a Cheetoy route now. 6 pin as the door indicator, fills in nicely, allows Dustin to advance the hand. But still, a bunch of bad shapes to deal with.
Oh,
3 so, well, it's definitely Cheetoy now.
yeah, I'm thinking about ways to get off of this. Maybe the issue is you have two content shapes, so even like a 6 mon is not.
I don't like throwing the West back. The hand is such a mess, I'm never really thinking anything other than Chitoitsu, so I definitely prefer the 7 mon in that situation, especially with one out.
6 mon advances the Shantan here. Mohan gets to decide if he wants to wait on this Dora Penchan. I'm sure he'll take it if he gets there.
No reason not to. It's the classic Ricci +1. Plus with Dora, you figure you're going to have to sumo it yourself, and hey, it's worth more value that way.
Notably cut away from the 8 so to maybe shift down towards 4, 5, 6.
5 mon, well, cut a pair, which one? Or you could cut one of the floaters. Goes to the north, says I don't need any safety in this hand, let's go. 4 pin doesn't do much, but it's a better floater than the south. Question is, how much safety do you want? It says, I don't need safety either.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more concerned for Jay in terms of the need for safety. At least Dustin has 1 pin if he really wanted to get out of the hand.
Yeah, that west would have paired up. That should be Tepai, I feel. Second Dory here for Dustin. Could go 1 pin. I like the 1 a lot. Could also go 8 so.
Oh,
3 pin.
so this keeps
I
the.
don't like this at all.
I prefer 8 so over the 3 pin just to keep the Chitoy as well as the Tanya alive. Or just like
Well,
the deficient
there's
pin shape.
the other Cheetoy. The 7 does eventually pair up, but there's a call, and if you're going to do this, just cut the 1, because it's Tanya anyway. Yeah, that was the plan here. I don't think you lose anything cutting the 1, other than just a brute force Cheetoy that I don't think is going to happen. But the result is, will be Tanya route now for Tanya, ideally 3 Dora. Of course, 7 pin is live, other than 2 in Dustin's hand.
Yeah, Mohan reconsiders and now locks the 4 pin pair. And goes it up.
Oh,
Alright.
yuck. Well, that's Tempai. Ricci, Dora 1, waiting on the 7 pin. There are 2 on the wall. And this is kind of the problem for Jay, is now you just have to fold it. I always go 7. Yeah. Oh, a third Doria for Dustin Ishanten, and pulls one of those outs for Mohan.
Oh, chase.
And there's a chase. This is Ricci Nomi waiting 4-7 Mon. That's not even that great a wait either.
Subscribing to the you can reach anything with a Yamen philosophy.
Well, it's what are your improvements? And there really aren't any, so I'd slam that.
Let's see. There are 2 tiles in the wall for ID, 2 tiles in the wall. Oh,
There's the forward,
four.
deals in, Ricci Nomi to shut down. Especially the dealer hand. You don't know who's dangerous. You figure someone has those Dora. It was dealer, but the win's going to go to Irie. Small pickup here. Mohan dealer in East 4. Tune pair, maybe call and go. Would love to go Toy Toy, but it may be a bit away. On the right, slow Pinfu hand across. Medium speed Pinfu hand, 1 Dora. And on the left, medium speed Pinfu hand. I definitely favor Mohan's position here. Not too much value, but Chundora's dealer is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, you'll take 39.
Oh no, the
Oh.
June Mochi Mochi, so it is stuck. I can't imagine it's going to come out anytime soon from either of these players.
Fortunately, I don't think Mohan goes Atosuke unless the 3-so comes out. And even then, he can always pass that.
Yeah, but it's Sanzo.
Well, that's a good point. Dustin is sitting at the table, so, he's guaranteed to be holding at least one.
Is
He
this
isn't.
5 mon or 1-2? So I don't like the 5 pin. Yeah, the 5 mon is fine. Could end up actually being Sananko. Not really the Yaku you think of, but hey, you're two on the route there.
Oh yeah, when I've got 2 Onko in hand, I'm definitely thinking Sun Onko.
9, it's not going to be of any use. The 4, 3, 4, 4, 5, 7. But that hand is just bad. I'm trying to find any redeeming value, and it's the tune that we know is dead, so. It's that hand just gets you in a lot of trouble if you're not careful about it.
Oh, there we
There's your
go.
Juice pair up, should be 5 pin. That is Ishan 10. I already might just take this just because the rest of the hand's so bad, but passes and hits the other side of the Ryankon. Ishan 10.
Technically, yeah. Not super thrilled to slam this Ricci, but it does have a door. Ooh, Khan!
Khan. Oh, you
Surely.
have to, don't you? There it is. 3-so's the new Dora.
We're gonna see the
3 Mons
reach.
filled perfectly, waiting on Dora there. This is Ricci Dora 2 for Irie.
Mohan's in a spot though where he can't not fight this. Probably. Yeah,
I
he
think
just goes with the most efficient cut here.
shoves it. It's that or the 1-so, but with a 3-so Dora, there's a pretty strong just shove the 5 anyway.
Absolutely, and nothing for Mohan to lose. If this was a closer situation, he might have tried the 1-so first.
7, of course, is safe. You're not worried about that tile.
Desperate times here. Mohan really needs the last copy of the 3-so to draw into Tempai so that he doesn't get stuck on the 2-so, 2-so Chun Shampon. That would be
Yeah, you'd think
tragedy.
it's a great situation. That's actually what you're thinking you want here because of the potential Sun Onko. But we know it'd be dead here.
Oh,
On other, the only 2-so is the one across the way that Jay has.
if Mohan read the lag there on the 1-so, he can know that his 2-so is dead. Oh, but he doesn't.
Oh,
And there's
there's
the
the
3.
3. Well, even if you read it, you really want to throw the 5 pin.
All right, well, maybe at this point the 2-so just looks safe. Look at all these
Yeah, I think it
tiles.
looks very safe, honestly.
Uh, Mohan just needs to get Tempai before it comes out.
The 6 is not just not that scary. Oh, there's another, the last 1-so. Well, you know it's safe. And now the 5 is at least only half Suji, but no reason to throw it, I don't think.
Yeah, already had the Kabe. It's gonna be a wait till Tempai though. Where's the 6-9 mon?
Well,
All the
there's
9 are
also only
held.
one 7-mon, the Dora that Irie's waiting for. There's one left.
There's only one 6 too.
Oh, there it is. It's dead.
All
Throws
right.
the 5. This is a choice across the way. Is there going to be a poll? No, it's not. There is the call. That is not Tempai. That is Tempai, though. And the 9 is a blank. Gives Irie the high tape, but it's a miss. 2 players, Tempai. As the DC players pick up 1,500 each. And Irie will be dealer here as a above average starting hand. Ricci, Tanyao, Dora 1 maybe. On the right, that is Honitsu. Nothing fancy. Has a Dora, great shapes. Would like one of those honors to pair up and then be a little bit better, but oh, just draw another 9 pin. I think that helps. Across the way, Pinfu, pretty good hand. And then the left, Pinfu, pretty bad hand. Might even brute force Jun-chun out of that, but it's a 6-pin Dora, so unlikely.
I look at the hand, I go Chitoy. Alright, let's just hype by Chitoy. It's got a Dora, so you could get Dora too.
Sevens is a great floater here. I'd cut the east. It's not double east anymore. We are in south round. And it does come out. 6 mon, good floater, but you're going, it just doesn't really matter.
Each.
Oh, that's so fast.
And it's Richi Pinfu. You just always take it. Might even be a Patsu here.
Not a real good choice here for ID. Could just throw the 1-mon back.
One
Could
mon's
try 8-mon
probably
too.
the safest tile here, and yes, just go with the 1. I know plenty of people who would just shove the 7 so there, and if it deals in, it's so what. But Irie dodges it, says, I have a couple 2s, a couple 5s. I don't think it's that likely.
6-pin.
6,
That's a
okay,
Dora.
and it's Haku, obviously. 9-mon is safe. Mumpin, okay. Jay getting closer.
This
I
is
believe
where
that's Ishan 10. Yes, it is. Well, 4-pin is the aggressive play. 8-mon is the normal play, I feel.
with this many pairs, though, you could be forgiven for just throwing this back.
Oh, there goes. Yeah, there it goes.
The second 6-0 had also been discarded, so it looked a little bit safer, but
Ooh, the aura hurts. Big pickup there by Dustin, expanding the lead. We are in South 2 now. Jay's dealer with a Hatsu pair. Maybe call and go. There's not much value in this hand, so I just call the Hatsu.
yeah, it feels about right for Jay here.
On the right, ooh, 678 Sanjiku now an option. Maybe Itsu and Manzu as well. Could always just be Tanyao. On the way across, we're looking at a Pinfu hand. Does have a couple pairs, but one of those is Dora, so any sort of speed you can get, but it's going to be very hard to call that hand. On the left, that is a tell me what otter pairs up, and I'll tell you what I'm going for. Oh, the last 1-pin doesn't fit in at all.
Oh,
Almost want
it's
to go
Kokushi.
Kokushi. Yeah, I don't hate that play. That hand is abysmal to work with. You figure if you draw a bunch of Sozu tiles, maybe we'll make a shift later, but for now, meh.
All right, it's gonna be a long road for ID.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I've gone for it with worse.
Pair acquired.
Now we find out how committed she is.
I mean, 6-0 start. You pretend, you tell yourself, oh, I have Chanta backup. Speaking of backup, Dustin Tempai.
That's Tempai. Could just slam it here. Could also throw maybe 1-mon fishing for a wider shape. Will Dama here waiting on the 2. 1 did just come out and 2 more are across the way. Oh, 9 so. Okay, so Irie going to advance. Now 2 Shanten.
Yeah, 1-mon's pretty live. The 9
Corso's a very good floater. Yeah, I definitely like the 1. If you're going to cut the 8, you need to be able to cut the 1 there. 6 could call and maybe play for Honitsu. Then just Tempai.
And now if you get the 5-pin, you can move into Honitsu.
Now you can just Richi here because you think dealer's full of it. And you'd be correct.
I can see, yeah, not that committed.
Yeah, Irie says, okay, we're done here. And similarly, Jay said, whoops, I got my hand caught in the cookie jar. Let's just take a step back and reevaluate things.
And Jay has time to do this. 9 safe, the 7, so it's going to be okay. But the 8-pin Gambutsu and the 9-pin should be fine.
Yeah, Irie wants nothing to do with this.
Matsumo.
Yeah, that would have been the sumo. Would have had to push the 5-mon and the 3-so, but would have gotten there.
A little too much, perhaps.
And could always end up back there. The problem is the 8-pin's dead, so even if you get Tempai, it's so.
Richi.
Ooh, Mohan did get there.
Richi, Dora 2 or 3. Of course, you know the 1-pins are locked up. That's the last 2.
There, at 5 would have to come out to set up that Suju trap, and I don't think that's happening.
Well, and it'd be a double roan to be even more brutal off of this. So all
But
the weights of both of these hands are dead.
yeah, the pin tiles are actually pretty safe here for Jay. If he's looking for something, the 3 copies of the 4 pin will really help.
Nairi's thinking about this for a little bit. I don't think it really adds much, but maybe there's some shifting later. 9 Suji with the 6 just coming out on the right from Dustin. I don't see a reason to ever cut anything else, but it goes with the 5 anyway. Three. Passed.
Right now it's Mohan.
I
With
don't
the
know
last
what
item.
Jay's thinking about on this 9. I mean, sure there was a late 7 Ricci, but it's Furiton on that hand.
Yeah,
And now
maybe.
the 9 clears anyway, if you had any questions about it. But it was definitely trying to squeeze it a bit. Regardless, 2 players Tempai, and we head to South 3.
Jay hanging on to a slim margin over 30k, but Dustin with a lead.
Haku pair, Dreams of Daisongen.
Dustin's
In
certainly
this
taking
case,
better.
they're only going to be dreams. Nothing fancy here.
Well,
Well, East pair. I mean, you want to go Honetsu, but I still don't really see it.
2 pin, giving up on the 1-2-3 chances.
Yeah, you're still just looking to call anything. The problem is with that Daisongen is what's on our left.
It's maybe Honitsu.
That's also Dream of Daisongen, but we'll settle for the Honetsu. 4 fits in nicely. Does the door? I have the 4-6. They just always keep it.
Oh,
3 is a great draw. That's now Ishan 10 for closed Honetsu Chu. Needs a 4-so and a 6-so.
yeah, things falling into place here. Ooh, Mohan. Do we want that? No. We do lose a second door. We don't lose it. We still can use the second door if we draw. We just sometimes miss out on Ipeko.
Yeah, Dustin just still looking for the East or the Haku. Of course, 1 East is out. And the 2 doesn't do a whole lot. Does it give you a possible Arianman where you could call both Yakuhai? Maybe you cut the 2-so here. Could also, of course, go with the Chun.
Yeah, if you knew Jay was doing a flush, you might just preemptively cut the 2. So you'd otherwise hold it in the case of 2-3-4 Sound Trigger, but we've already cut our 2 pin. Yeah, and if I am Mohan right now, I'm looking at my pawn thinking, what would my hand look like if I had 2 1 pins, 3 3 pins, and 3 5 pins? I'd be
Well,
G-Toy.
just a mess.
Sue Uncle,
I
maybe?
hate everything about this hand.
All right, so this really locks in the shapes now. It's going to be a Shabo 3, Mon 9 pin, or 7, so...
Well, 7's worthless. Just trying to get anything to call.
Oh my goodness, there's the pair of 1 pins.
Oh, there's your call. So this is not Tempai, of course. I'm very surprised that's passed. I think you'd always just even cut 4-5, but maybe just scared on the left.
I think he just really wants to use this 4 pin.
Tempai on the left actually takes the 4-so Kanchan weight. Doesn't want the Champon with the Shah.
Which is not seen? The West is just live out there somewhere. Maybe this is a play towards Chanta.
Oh, there it is. Doesn't help, but 1 4-so left.
Ooh.
And yeah, just not calling it. Says, I am never throwing Dora. And there's your punish. I was really wondering on that Shaw weight, but okay, punished.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's Yako Honitsu. So if you get Chanta somehow, then you get Mongun. But you don't need a Mongun necessarily here. Ending the dealer run is also pretty good. Think about the foo.
Foo's a lie.
By the way, Mohan said no and gets rewarded now with a
Tempai,
147. Got a slam.
three-sided on the right. That is Ricci. Pinfu, door 1, 147.
Chi.
Oh, it comes out.
And there it is. Hits the double road on the expensive side. Chun, Dora 2, and of course she gets all those sticks, but here's your Chi. It's not the Ipatsu because the call, but 3,900. So Mohan going to jump into third place at least.
You know, if I'm Mohan, I'm just sad. I didn't get Ipatsu, and I didn't get my Ricci stick back. So that hand netted me 2,900 points.
It got me out of last, which is what I would accept and look at the hand as. Well, I don't need to tell you what I think this hand is.
Yeah, we just need an alternate pair.
Yeah, well, you can just pair the 8-pin up. Seems like the normal play. You'd also, of course, accept the 6, but 2-3-4 Sanshku the best route here, possibly Peiko as well.
Ooh.
There's your confirmed Peiko. On the right, a bit of a mess. Maybe you play around the Sozu, maybe you brute force the Tanyao. Going to require a bit of effort across the way.
Hey yo.
Couple Kanchan. Oh, there's your 3. I mean, you have to cut the 8-pin or the 6-mon now. It's sad, but
You could cut the 4 and say, I have better pair draws.
you can, but as dealer and all last, I think you just have to cut one of those. And on the left, shop hair, but 567 Sanshku looks like the main route.
Oh no.
Oh!
Oh no, this is why you cut the 4. This is why. Wait, I'm calling it Tuso Nextra. Or Ipatsu.
Well, there's
Ipatsu
your
discard.
Tuso.
Oh,
See a
that's unfortunate.
Sanshku play across the way by Jay. Wants nothing to do with this. What do we think about Peitanki? Not much, apparently.
See, Dama. Tanyao, Pihu, Sanshoku, Dora, Ipeko, Dama, Haneman. Ooh. No good. East is probably in the
That's
wall.
the East. It's too dead. It's not worth holding.
Oh, there's a second one out. Yeah. Well, it was in the wall, but
You see, the 6 was not called, so probably wants to get the Pinfu here, but Dustin, honestly, I think just needs to go fast. I'd call the second 6, the last 6.
yeah, we draw the pay for Tempai just in time for a second door to be drawn, and this time he says, you know what? I don't want to drop that anymore.
Dora pair up, now you're just going full Tanya. The problem is the 6-pin has to go. It's worthless.
Okay, this is super wide now. 2, 3, 4, 5. All the mons will work. Of course, we only really want the 2 mon. At this point, you're gonna accept anything.
Oh, there's the Dora, there's the pole, and there it goes.
Yeah, so
So
suddenly,
Dustin does manage to find the value, but this was the problem. Is that if you called that 6-pin, I actually wouldn't have ever paired the Dora up. 4 mon, that's going to be held back. There's your 5. That is Tempai with the confirmed Sanjigu. You lose the Peiko.
he knows it's
Not
confirmed
confirmed
not.
Sanjigu. Yeah, well, no, it's actually dead.
Yeah.
It's confirmed dead.
So just
That's the
Richie
saddest
P.
2-3-4 I've
Futanya.
ever seen.
Chido, Tanyao, Ishantem. Better. It's a little wider, but if he gets the pon or the triplet, that 5 so will deal in. 1, 2, 5 so's left in the wall. Oh, that's not coming out from Jay. And ID. Ishanten will take the slightly safer Ishantem. Can use the 3 mon into Tempai, would have to cut 4-7, so.
Well, there's only 1 5-so left. But I could definitely see it popping out of Dustin's hand. Instead throws the 6.
Yeah, he's really gunning for this. Just cannot find the Tempai.
3 is Suji. I just throw it back. Could also throw the Gimbitsu 6. But I like, oh, there it is. And the next 6. Actually, the 5 isn't even looking that bad.
Oh, 7 now.
Nope. Doesn't have anything to do with this. Feels like it's Mohan or no one, unless Dustin gets an immediate call. The 7's not that bad.
One more draw from Ohan here. A Tempai for Dustin.
Tempai, you have to take it. And 2 players Tempai at the end here. And we're going to have a repeat in all last, but unfortunately I have to go. I have something in a couple minutes, so we maybe have someone else jump in, but take over.
All right, thank you so much, Korak. And of course, Korak doing extremely well in the A1 division right now. We'll probably catch some A1 action after this game or this series. But yeah, I did hear that there'd be a commentary buddy in the near future. So in the meantime, let's finish this out. Mohan, after a tragic hand, not getting the 2-3-4 Santoku win, it means that we will be trying to repeat once again. 5-pin pair-up's excellent, though. Straight into Ishatan. Looking for the 2-mon and 4-7-mon. On the right, looks like a Tanyao play with Tudora across the table. Hoitsu in the Monzu as well as Dragon Dreams. And on the left, we've got, well, just a Richi. Richi, maybe Pinfu. Richi, maybe Pinfu, 1-2-3 Sanshoku if you get really, really creative. Although, with the 6-pin in hand, it's likely that your blocks are already just about confirmed, so you're very unlikely to end up with a 1-2-3 in reality. Do you see the tune call across the way from Jay? And that is going to be one step closer to the flush. Still Dragons live to pair up. While ID holds this Haku, there's still time for Jay to grab the pair and then call the poem. 8-pin, maybe hold on to... No, the 9-pin's dead, so not as useful as I wanted it to be. Still, if you draw the 6-pin, you can slide around a little bit. Speaking of 6-pin, Dustin draws a connector to that Dora. And now sits Ichantan for Richidora Ipeko. 8-on fits into Jay's hands nicely. And there's the Tempai. Will we slam? Hold. He waits one turn. Now this 2 still looks like an insanely strong wait, because he can see 3 copies of the 3-so. So I think we're just seeing the wait one turn and then the slam. What are you waiting for? What's the improvement? Alright, Mohan plays to the Dora draw now. There are no 9-pins left, so he can only complete the shape with a 6-pin, but just get Pinfu as well. Now will we reach E? Smogiri, Karagiri. Switch it up, okay. 4-7, so the wait, and well, just in time, Mohan draws the deal in. We'll hold off for just a moment. Maybe there's a world where he gets out of this deal in too if he draws something like a 6-so rather. Dustin, is it time? Have we waited long enough?
Each.
Tsumogiri. Pass. East to safe. So no he pots a deal in, but I fear for Mohan. This feels like it's coming out soon. Chi. 2-mon, 3-mon. That wait's almost dead. And does this tile save you? I'm not sure it will because... Oh, he does play the 8. Says, I can't rely on the 6-9 anymore. Is this a weight shift? Could move to 1-mon, 4-mon. It's slightly better. Does not. Goes 4-7. That's probably better than the 1-4 is.
G.
And Mohan just takes the Sanshoku play and dodges drawing the 4, but ID will not. That will be a deal in for Yakuhai Hoitsu, 3,900. Jay picking up the Richi stick as well. This is actually going to make things really close in terms of the first place lead. And in fact, I think they're going to be 100 points shy. That was all last, so we get to see for sure. Yeah, by 100 points, Jay just barely misses out on the first place, but it will be Dustin picking it up, plus 3.1. Jay is super strong, plus 20 into second place. Mohan, minus 14.1 in third. ID eats the fourth place, but not much to do when you were already in last in the South 4. So we will update those standings. How are things looking after this? So not updated yet, but Jay will get over 300 points. And Dustin, after picking up plus 30, will surpass Lucas and approach Michael. Right now, the borderline is Dennis at 92.8 to get across, and there they go. So he's making up ground, filling out that first place column as well. Notably, Michael, rather short a couple games. Michael sitting right above Dustin there in the standings. So these will get filled out a little bit more as time advances. All right. Taking a peek to see what's happening next. Looks like A2 just started their second game in less than a minute. So while we boot that up, let me boot Ty into the broadcast booth.
Oh, I'm booted into the booth. Oh, this is new. Usually you're trying to boot me out of it.
Ty, it's good to see you again. Last night you were running things.
Yeah, long time no see, everybody. How's everyone doing?
Ty, out of the chat into the voice.
Yes. They let me out again. We'll see how long they think this is a good idea before I get put back in the box.
All right. Well, we've got game. I believe this is game 4 for the series. They played 2 yesterday, and finishing it out tonight. So Jay will be locked in for session 6 when this is all said and done. Mohan as well. Dustin and ID will have 2 games from a different series to finish up. 2 separate series.
A2 seems to be playing their games like the season's gonna end next week.
Yeah, honestly, who knows? Maybe it will.
Oh God, don't put that on me.
Yeah, it's really great to see all these games coming in, though. Really set the scene for session 6. We are in game. ID the first dealer. Once again, Dustin to the right, Mohan across the table, Jay on our left. 3 Sodora. Any thoughts about hands that excite you?
There goes Dustin. Dustin's, I think, is the one that's just going to steam ahead. It's not valuable, but it seems to be the one that's calling to be quick. Could even pivot to Toy for a little bit of value if we could get away with it. Dealer's hand looks not bad, but like it just the south pair. The south pair would make me less sad if we didn't have 2 other pair candidates. I want more from this, and I don't think Dustin's going to give us time to do that. Already Ishan 10.
Dustin will definitely angle towards Toy. He does enjoy getting extra value where he can. So I imagine if he draws a pair like 7-mon pair, we'll see the 5-6 come out.
Oh yeah.
Even though the pairs there are not super strong in terms of weights.
Oh yeah, especially where he's sitting at the season. Like, there's still definitely some games to go, but he's trying to meander back out of that demotion zone, and he's right there. He's at the top of that list. Ooh, nice pick up for Irie here. Ishan 10 might end up on a pair weight though, which is going to be weird. We really would want to draw something around that middle pin. Ooh, what do we pick here? 2-mon?
You definitely like keeping the 8. And yeah, ID's going to say, with the south being once cut already and the 5-pin being a central tile, I don't really want to end up on the Shampo weight. So I'm going to look for something better. But really clutch move here. Rather than cutting south-south, ID's going to play the 5-pin first, because if you draw around the 5-pin that's left behind into a Liamen shape, then you can cut one of your Kanshan shapes and just get Diankan, Diamen, Ishantan. So really a heads-up play there. But after drawing the 8-mon, we'll just play maximum immediate efficiency.
I like that. That 5-pin cut, it's a really good play to take note of. And look at that. It's not the greatest weight, but 8-mon south. If somebody else draws that south, it's just going to filter out.
Yeah, you're not necessarily. Oh, hang on a second. Tep by, gotta slam this.
Riichi.
That's Ricci, Dora, maybe West.
Not the tile you want to see after Chase Ricci, the Dora, but.
Oh, it definitely makes you wince. Ooh. Dustin not out of this yet, but has to throw some spicy tiles in order to make it work.
Yeah, plays 6-pin. That goes through. 2-pin also not that bad. Oh, the south. Well, that's
Oh,
gonna be
yep.
like
Dum.
What did I say? Yep, called it. Yeah, Ricci only turns into 4,000 net. Well, technically 3,000 net, but I definitely hear the philosophy if that stick really isn't ours after it hits the table.
yeah, that's true. I mean, you look at the score. We started at 30,000. We ended at 30,000, 33,000. So we picked up 3,000 more, right?
Yep, we just got it back, right? We got to put it on the table, see how it looks, just show off everybody a Ricci stick, and then be like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna put it back in the case. It's mine again. And this hand afterward, I like a lot more. This is the hand I want to see when I'm playing dealer. But interesting choice here. Maybe if it's, go ahead and cut 7 mon, maybe 8 so. Okay, yeah, go ahead and lock in the nice Dora shape.
Yeah, super solid. That everyone else is doing pretty well. I mean, on the right, Dustin's got this 1-2-6-8 bond shape. It's really awkward, but across the table, 2 away from Tempai, can use the door as well towards the 7-8-9 sound choker. On the left, tying out tiles, 4 pairs, but they're centrally located for the most part. You have enough of a. Well, that's going to change my mind. Could just end up being a Tanya. I was going to say there is a small chance towards the Liam Peiko.
Oh, we've been wanting to see Ryan tonight. I saw y'all flirting with Ryan earlier. Didn't show up though. Didn't show up.
You get 4 pairs. They're all sitting next to each other. You start to wonder. Ooh, big 7-mon draw.
Oh, that even though the hand still got some work to do, that's such an upgrade. It combines the shapes.
Big choice for Jay right now. He says, "Let's go efficient. I'm not going to play the Chitoy." So I say efficient. He's dropping immediate efficiency. Okay, he's not going to get Ishanten for Chitoy, but he will have a slightly easier path to a Pinku Tempai, and that's also callable should he choose to play that way.
Yeah, and it's and there comes a point, especially I think some people I like to do this is you want to try to hedge that callability just a little bit, like because at some point even if you have a really good hand, if the wall's just playing pranks on you like it kind of is Jay right now, you drop 8-pin and then you draw 7-9 to complete the shape. The wall's kind of messing with you a little bit. At some point, you want to be like, no. I decide that I win this hand, and leave the option to go ahead and start calling tiles in.
Yeah, this was actually a really big moment for ID. This choice, after drawing the 3-pin, that gives you a chance to move into Tanyao at 6-7-8 Sanchoku, but you lose your diamond shape cutting the 3. So an option was 6-so or 9-pin to try to force that angle. 9-pin, the most straightforward, gives you Tanyao callability.
Ishan 10 for J, real nice shapes. There's that Pinfu route right there.
No.
Could even get an Ipeiko, but nope. Boop. Sanshoku Dora for Mohan. Gonna pull in a nice handful of points and move us along.
Yeah, Mohan, of course, given the game situation or the season situation, really wants to get more out of these hands, but the Avon was a really desperate tile, so actually did well to get that.
Oh, look at this hand. Oh,
It's too good. Like, Dustin, you open this hand, you want to get more than just like double east.
yeah. It's gonna look so messed up if you
He's just going for
5-pin, 4-pin, 4-pin after 5-mon. Like, of course you're displaying like what you're doing, but who cares? Look at this.
Yeah, that was actually Chitoei Shanten. Of course, Dustin says, no, I can get Chitoei with Honitsu. It's worth a lot more.
Ugh. I think I'd be so sad if I'd get Chitoy with these Pinzu still here. At this point, I might just throw it back even if I did. Oh, look at that. Could even have Itsu back in.
The full straight 1 through 9, just missing 3-so and 4-so. But this is a fine call.
Yeah, this is fine. Although, we have seen neither of our Yakuhai, neither of our value triplets. That's because neither of them are anywhere. They're all buried in the wall. Speaking of flushes, though, it's almost like Mohan has like a twin hand, like over on the right. Like,
Oh, that North, such a sad call.
Dum.
oh wow. Oh,
It's only 39. We'll take it though.
We live and breathe 330 foo hands. We like the Mohan may not realize at the moment the value he got out of that hand simply by shutting down the one that Dustin had.
Yeah, Dustin was not only going for a big hand, he was also going the greediest possible way for it. That was going to be 12,000 minimum, but maybe even more. Devil had to shut that down. You can't really control which honor tile comes out first, so if the South had come out, certainly would have been worth a lot more. But we'll just eat the points, grab the first, move to his dealership, and see what happens.
That's what stinks for Dustin there, is that both of his honor pairs were both buried in the wall by the time that hand ended. That's just rude and inconsiderate.
Home.
Ooh, call across the way. Very early call south. Is that a
Point.
Yeah, Honitsu, maybe Toy. Not convinced entirely, but the West was already dead. That explains that drop. I had my head tilted at that West drop early, but that makes complete sense.
You know, I've done that before though. Cut the twice out otter, thinking, well, there's even if I drew the pair, like oh, it's nothing but a pair in my hand, and then like 6-7 turns later, I'm Ishan 10. I'm looking for a pair, and I've dropped the fourth copy of that tile. Ah, if only I had not tried to disguise my actions.
Mohan really wants to bake this Dora 9 into the hand, but just not getting the draws for it, and has lost a lot of momentum doing so. Could get the Sanshoku here.
Hang on a second. Is ID play actually green shot? Is that the way to go? And all of these hands are getting exciting. Oh, Jay is
happening?
Ishan for Honitsu. What is that two-man draw Shinitsu happening on the left for Dustin? Poor Mohan sitting here with like an average hand. He's looking at this. Oh, maybe I can pair up the Dora. I get Richie Ping for Dora too. And everyone else has other ideas.
Yeah, it always feels like Dustin saying, "You shut down my flush, will you? I'll show you a flush."
Okay.
And Jay almost getting a very
Yeah, that call does not work. This tile on the other hand does. Could cut the lots of options. 4-pin leaves 5-8. 6-pin leaves the 1.
I cannot wait for Irie to con like a good chunk of this weight away.
Oh, is this just a reach? Kinda hate it.
Reach.
We'll take it.
You know me. The weight's kind of good though.
All right, con for Rinchan. 5 mana on the wall.
Oh my god. Please, Irie.
No.
Oh,
not yet.
Just shift the shape.
Oh, the one Sawani Potsu pay first. 2-pin, that goes through. 1 mon is safe. Back to ID. Unless Dustin calls this, that's a Tempai.
Yep. And boop. Richie. Nomi.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like, if you could use that 9, so you'd hit the Uda as well. But Mohan's not picking up a lot of points with these hands. But if you look at the hands he's shutting down, these are very important wins.
Oh my god. He's gonna look back on this log and just realize it's like, I sent a Richinomi into that. What was I doing?
I mean, he needed to. That was how long are you gonna wait for a connector to the 9? So.
Oh yeah. Ooh, how do we feel about Chanta here? We're not entirely convinced. If we're Mohan, but I think Chanta's the only way that you're kind of pecking this hand in. Over in Jay's side of the world, that's Pinfu all the way. We're just waiting for the right draws. I wouldn't even be surprised if you just go ahead and chuck that 6-pin, just because you only kind of need it. Across the way, Chitoy.
Home.
Time.
Or
oh
Toy
no, what do I know? I guess that makes sense. It's like you could even do Tanya just 1-pin. You got Dora 2. You might as well just get this moving.
Yeah, it's a really interesting choice if given that you have the Tanya route, and if you draw something like 6-mon, 4-mon, super easy to just go 1-pin there. If you draw 7-mon on the other hand, that's going to be a really tough choice.
Yeah. Could just go just greed it all and cut all the Pinzu, but I don't think we have.
Honestly, that's not bad. Like, you could go 1-pin. You're still playing for the same toy. You just get Tanya with it.
That's
committal.
yeah, that's a full toy right there. Because I don't even want to think about it. Like I like that. I like this piece better.
By the way, heads up,
Boom.
Mohan cutting 4 mon there instead of 1 mon.
Yep. I think was like kind of thinking about Chanta, and then drew this 4-pin and was like, never mind.
Yeah, there's 8 pins gonna
Whatever.
confirm it now.
Yeah. Ricci +1, I guess. Tempai. Tanyao only 6-pin, 6-so has a ton of upgrades though.
What pin? If you had the 7-8 shape instead of 8-8-8, might keep
Con?
it.
Oh.
Oh, looks like we're dealing in soon. The only way he gets off of this is if Jay gets an improvement in the Sosu. Or if ID wins
Ooh.
first. Onko.
It could draw. It draws the last 2 mon would be Sananko as well. Should be brutal on this table.
Oh, Tempai. But Jay did switch the weight, so this Ricci will go through. 3 mon live in the wall, 3 copies there. Only 1 copy of the door for ID. And this 258. There's what? 4 tiles? So 4 versus 3 versus 1. Slight advantage to Jay, but value
If someone wants
advantage.
it bad enough, we could believe. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
That's right. We could believe the Sotagawa and 4 mon, but no time for that.
Yeah, this is a game of shutdowns. No one wants the big hand to win.
The big hands have just had not had any time to win. Like even though the big hands have had plenty of speed baked into them, the little hands have just been that much faster.
But if these players had played slowly and allowed the tried to turn the little hands into big hands, then the big hands would have definitely won.
But I think that's very much like a read of the type of people that you're playing in A2, is that like these like this is a set of people that know how to build value, that know how to sit there and cook something real nasty together. And so a valid tactic is to just don't give them time to do it. Right? Like try to see if you can get it try to see if you can get something going that's just faster. At least that's been my experience in this division so far, is that I just don't have time for anything. Like by the time I have time to think about my hand, someone's 2 calls in, and I have to assume they're at least Ishan 10.
Yeah, if you're not sitting there with a door, then they've definitely got it. All right, speaking of the door, and Jay's got it. Could call here, will call here, pick his weight. He likes the Pinzu.
I bet he's reading that Mohan's keen on dropping more Pinzu, which is absolutely correct here.
Yeah, with this draw, Mohan could even just go 6-pin again.
Oh, yeah. And then 1-4-so wait. But then pawn
7-7.
Yeah.
Just takes the Tempai. Mohan saying, I don't have time once again.
They going right back to that. It says don't might as well take Tempai, that way nobody has time to build, and the 1 mon looks great here.
Yeah, I think in a vacuum, this is fine. With the incentives. Oh, will we see Diamond Con? Jay lets it go.
From Jay? No, not from Jay. I think if everyone was open, you might think about it, because then your odds are a little more in your favor. But I'd hate to Diamond Con be effectively 3 calls in, and then Ida or Dustin just go reach.
Feeling sad for Mohan. There's the 2-mon pair. Would be Mitsu Tempai.
Oh, it's okay though. This two 1-sos left and 3 4-sos left in the wall. Wondering where they are at this point. There's the 1 mon. Another quick little cheap hand moves this game along.
Boy, chipping away. All right, we're into the South rounds. ID back in the dealer seat, just barely below 30,000 points. It's 2nd place. The first tile that I look at to cut is the 9-mon. And then I look at the wall and say, oh, that's Dora.
Yeah. Oh, that's Ozark Ricci style right there. Step 1, Chuck Dora. Step 2, check indicator.
Six
You got
mon.
it back. Ooh.
Now we're getting creative. This is like Sanchoku Central.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the opposite of like efficiency there. It's like, well, everything that benefits this, half what benefits this 6 benefits this 9, and I want to keep the 9, so what value is this 6 to me? Across the way, and this is honestly a good accidental read here because that 6 probably would have had a hard time being used given that Mohan started with 3 of the 5 Mon in what could be that could possibly just be reaching over, but that could be Sonanko if we're patient enough. Everywhere else, though, another kind of Chanta or Junchan hand for Jay. And if you squint, you can see Itsu in Dustin's hand. But I mean, you don't have to squint so much anymore. But maybe if you squint hard enough, you put that 1-so back in your hand.
Boom.
I mean, if Dustin draws the 4, so he will absolutely slam this 3d10 3-sided.
Oh, yeah.
7 pin, 9 pin.
Ooh.
So it's just taking all the greedy options.
I mean, this is reflective of how a lot of like Irish seasons is gone. It's like 5165. It had very emblematic of it either it's go big or go home. And this is the go big right here.
Yeah, just a 9 mon draw away from being very happy, or another Sotile or a Hatsu that works.
Well, there's your value. You couldn't have told me that this was a flush at the onset.
Tabai.
Yep. Oh, decisions across the way though. It is
A lot of pairs in that hand. You definitely keep the 8-so because of the potential Suanko.
Yeah, but on a 6 or 9 so draw, this is just a deal in.
I think you just go 7-so here, unless you're scared of a flush. Oh, drops the Adora.
Yeah,
Even though it's twice cut, like I really do like the idea of Chito Adora too.
Yeah, not convinced. Mohan does not seem convinced there's any kind of flush concern across from him.
Yeah, I don't think Mohan can really afford to be worried about that.
No.
Might have to worry about this though. We have a Tempai from Dustin.
Beach.
There's that fort you were talking about. Not the shape we're expecting, but Ricci Pinfu. Perfectly acceptable here.
Chi would be very funny there.
Can't swap call there. Ooh.
Suanko Ishantan.
Uh-oh.
Could we see an 8? Oh, that's a Tempai.
Oh no. That's just Ricci, isn't it?
That's not even a good hand. Come on, Mohan.
Oh.
Ah.
Boom.
It's got Saranko, so I see the reasoning to play for it. But it does deal into 12,000 points, and so it'll be ID taking the lead.
Yeah, and oh my.
Ishantan.
How do you draw hands like this? Pinfu Ishanten.
Yeah, normally cutting the
Doric.
dragons there in order to confirm Pinfu.
Richi.
And there's Ricci.
What do you read from this hand?
Hatsu Hatsu. Terashi. Okay, what's the weight? You might actually be able to read good weight from that, because if it was any bad weight, you definitely would have kept the Hatsu over it. So it should be Yamen weight, which means you can trust Suji. But you're not exactly getting a lot of help from these death cards.
No. The only way that this hand could be better is if the at least weight wise, is if the Rionman was a little closer to the edge, but I don't think we're gonna. Oh my god!
Yeah, just playing for maximum efficiency there with the. Well, actually, that was our pair, so maybe not maximal, but really not a lot to work with on that front. So ID will put the win up. How about this, Ipai?
Oh,
Not quite as good.
Does not inspire as many excited noises. Dustin's though, I'll get excited for that. That's 2 away already? Yeah.
Okay,
Could
let's
even
be realistic. It's 3 away if we want to get the 678 slash, which we do. We really do.
two away, but 3 away from anything we want. I like that.
3 away in our hearts. All right, now we're 2 away. Let's go. No, Dustin, we
Oh!
don't need the door that much. We need Sanchoku more.
Did that just to elicit a reaction. What is everybody else doing? Interesting. I think Jay rejected that north call. I think wanting to either cook this hand a little bit or just. Did he have the north when that came out? I'm not 100% sure.
I'll be honest, I was too busy looking at the Sanchoku to have noticed. All right, choice here. Which way do you go? Probably the 7 mon. Or 7 so, rather. I looked at the 7 so and then said the other tile. Now, the reason for the 7 so is because it's more likely that you get a Tanyo.
Oh, yeah. Get the better value
but
here.
wait, doesn't even want it, right? Wait 1 turn? Classic
Yeet.
Dustin? Wow, he's really mixing things up today.
Not quite sure what to read there, but still, Richi Pinfu, once again, perfect acceptable hand.
He just showed us in the last game how good wait 1 turn could be.
Maybe he just feels that this is the Apatsu turn. It's just he read the other way. I imagine 2 pin here. Yep. Oh, Apatsu miss. That's okay. Okay, if the next tile is sumo, then you're absolutely right. The Apatsu timing was just off. Look at a crossway there. I don't think Mohan's entirely out of this. I think is like a decent draw away from just fighting here.
Yeah, I mean, shapes are awkward, but he definitely has incentive to fight here.
Yeah. The shapes are kind of awkward, but at least they're all to say they're all at least two-sided some way. The problem with that 4-pin drop is that you kind of lose any opportunity for value just in case. Uh-oh. How much is Mohan still wanting to fight here? That 5-mon cannot feel great.
Dong.
That felt good enough. Beach Pinfu. No Ura. Back to the small hand trend.
Yeah,
here,
I'm thinking that
like a small hand at that point.
maybe Mohan's feeling a little extra pressure in that situation. I don't think he normally makes that palm. Especially because it's his closest competition that's slamming the Breachy there, so feeling some extra pressure to shut that down. But Dustin does pick up the win. 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs and a door, so let's say 4.5 towards Chitoy.
See. 2 Dora out right now. Ooh. Could even just abandon the Dora here. No.
Just a 1 good draw away from actually just throwing that to the wayside.
Oh, yeah. Dora also in Mohan's hand, and I could definitely, based off of how Mohan's playing, I could definitely see him just gluing that down.
Oh, absolutely. The problem is he has 2 other pair candidates in the hand, so it's going to be really tough. Make that 3.
Well, at that point,
yeah.
Consider the West a pair candidate. Yeah.
Welcome the pairs.
Khan.
No. Nah. Didn't ID say in the first 2 games that Dustin dealt in twice off of the Rin Chantal from Khan? Oh, Suanko? 5 so 4 mon. One of the 2. It's definitely Chitoy or Suanko now.
This seems to happen. I feel Dustin's pain right here. It's like we got like this Chitoy possibly like Onko chances here, and as soon as we do that with this floating Dora, someone drops one.
Honestly, though, I'm actually pretty thrilled about that because that means Jay doesn't have a pair. There was no lag, so ID might not have the pair. Could just be in the wall.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're feeling a little silly for Mohan here. Oh.
It's great. Tanyao still exists. Tanyao is 1 hun at least.
Yeah, Tanya something. It is.
Let's be honest. Oh, there's a tempai.
Oh,
Yeah, if
You just-
Mohan had kept the west, you probably would have cut the
Lychee.
4-mon already, so wouldn't have gotten this tempai. As is, this weight is not very live in the wall. As in,
no, it's
there
not
are
like
zero
the 3
tiles.
was. The 3 wasn't either, so it wasn't really like there was no good picking options here. No. Oh no, the
my
what?
heart. It's okay. It's okay. We wouldn't have been tempai. We'd just be tempai now, probably on the 2-mon. Nothing to worry about. Dustin, what have you got?
What are we feeling, Dustin?
Suji?
310.
Okay, another 3-pin. Now
Alright.
that's 3 copies of 3-pin. Jay can actually see the full Kabe, but he's also 2-4 Sancho Ishanten, so he might not care.
Were the other copies of the 3-pin?
Did I say pin? I meant mon. 3-mon.
Yeah, for a second there, I had to stop and stare. Like, where? You skipping ahead in the script again?
Yeah, I
Right?
guess
Yeah,
so.
you were. Stop reading ahead.
The people can't know. 9p, 6-mon. 6-mon's not that dangerous, but Dustin's just out. There's the tempai. Here's the slam.
Each.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
4, so 1 copy
4.
in the wall.
It feels it is effectively more live here. Uh,
1
oh, yep. There goes the
Sumo.
1.
And
just
the other
sumo
one.
it.
Okay. So each sumo pihu, no Sancho no ipatsu, but the ura. But Jay over
That's
3rd game.
big. It's big for Jay. Ooh. It's a shame to switch over here. Dustin has a fun hand, though. Needs to make it fun enough to be worth playing. Like any other hand of the game, you just slam this down for what it is. But needing a little more value than this.
Speaking of hands worth playing, we've seen Jay go very aggressively for Onitsu in hands like these. In this case, he could have doubles outdoor 1 and just call it quits there. Do you think he's going to go for more value?
Not like he needs it. He's been absolutely terrorizing A2 this season.
Nope, he's going for it.
Yep.
Now we know Jay is just this consistent.
Yep.
Sees the
At least
Mongon,
we know
plays
what
for the
Jay is
Mongon.
up to.
4-mon, so good.
Oh yeah, and honestly, and this is a moment. Take notes here. It's not like Irie has to do this, but it'd be worth considering. Is let's say Irie needed the points. Moreover, is if you see the person to your left dropping these like Honitsu tiles, a lot of early middles.
Chi.
Like look at your own hand and be like, can I use these? Can I go ahead and claim these? Irie doesn't need to in this case, given the position, but worth considering. Ooh. Dustin here. Talk about aggressive flushes. We may see another one here, especially if we see 5-pin come out next.
I think it's coming out.
Yep. Rejecting even like door acceptance went, nah, Honitsu's my value.
Yeah, it's been a pretty
That's-
theme at this table.
Ishanten for Mohan.
He's playing for the greed. Okay, that's gonna go for the Itsu here.
I like it.
This
I
is not
really
efficient,
like
of course, but Mohan looking for value.
Could just switch off here for the better weight. At least floats the option. I like this 9-so drop. You're probably going to drop it anyway, but it lets you think.
Into Ipeko chance, which is nice. Oh well.
Han didn't even hesitate.
This is Tempai with a 7-so cut. Waits on the new Dora.
Yeah. That might get Mohan in trouble. If he
This
draws
5
the
is not
pin-
actually a good draw. It's not useful.
No.
Yep.
At least shifts it. Goes a little more outside, and Jay drew the south. This could get spicy very soon. That's Yakuai 4.
Oh.
Oh, another con. Oh no. Oh, Jay now has Dora 3. Oh no.
Double south.
Oh,
Dora 3. Hoitsu. But he stops.
bad
He stops on
thing.
the 6, so he's not gonna deal it in yet. He's pretty committed to this pay. Mohan's like,
Feels
wait a
something-
second. Do I really want to drop this?
Jay reading that this 6-0 doesn't feel great and doesn't need to care, but I can still see him dropping it as soon as he gets something worth holding.
Yeah, he's got the value
Gee.
work to make it worthwhile.
And Ida just decides, you know what? I think value's funny here, so I'm going to do it. Oh, and the once cut north. This is
Oh,
gnarly.
quick switch to 5. And now ID's 5, so it looks bad. But probably will recognize that it's tempo. I don't know if, how much you care.
Yeah, but like on a bad enough thing though, like Ida could lose.
It's just
first.
jamming 7 pins, so I think. Oh no, Mohan's got a jam too, so
リーチ
Oh
there's,
no
there's nothing to do.
ドン
Oh. Yakuhai, Honitsu, Dora. And is that? Oh. That is a heck of an end to the dealership going into all last.
Yeah, there wasn't much to do in that spot though, right? Your tempai.
Yeah.
That's the only tempai that you have.
It's one of those things you just kind of wince.
Okay, I
when
take
you
that back. You
throw it.
could have cut the 5 so instead, waited for the contract. It wouldn't have made a difference.
It made you feel better, I guess. What do we think? Heidi, how greedy are you? Okay, it's not Pinzu Honitsu yet.
Surely not in this hand. Surely not in this hand. I know we're holding a copy of the tune, so it's definitely a consideration. But
After watching them play, I don't know what to expect anymore, all right? Like, for all I know, Jay's hand is Manzu Honitsu, okay? Like,
these
we haven't
A2
ruled out
players, they're just
possible.
machines that turn all high pies into Onitsu.
You're so right. I mean, for goodness sake, like, Kenyon's in here, too. Like,
You're right. Ooh, 8-mon, Tanya play perhaps later, much later.
later. We'll think
So like, if
about
we
it.
draw a 7-mon, even now we're just up by.
I think I actually like the 3-so a little bit more than Jay's hand. Like, just go ahead and chuck it.
Another
Yeah,
pair.
Jay because of the new scoreline, Jay needs to play this hand at least a little bit because Dustin can sneak into second very easily.
Yeah, it definitely feels like Jay's not going to be sitting by the wayside in this hand.
No, I mean, heck, even Ida needs to play out this hand because there's no guarantees that she's keeping first here. The scoreline is close enough that if someone can put together some points, they could definitely overtake. Nobody's really getting the draws for it, though. 2 Dora visible, but nobody can really use it. Feeling we might be seeing somebody's going to have to eject the Dora, and it's just they're all going to tumble out.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Dustin has a lot of reason to agree the door. His hand's pretty, well, it's pretty bad. So it's probably just a Chitoy. And in which case, he'll
Yeah.
always keep it. Idea also has multiple pairs, so can consider a Chitoy, although it looks much more natural towards a Pingu, especially if you draw 2-mon or 4-mon.
This is
That's what-
Tempai. Do you take the Tonki? No, we're gonna. This is Tempai no Yaku. Seeing if we can float any upgrades.
Maybe one reason to cut the 9-mon here is that if you draw the 4, so you get Tanya.
Boom.
But if you're looking to improve your weight, I really do like taking the Tonki.
Yeah, because then it could be Tonki. And then you draw that pesky Dora and just slam it. Even if because then you either draw it or nobody else can play around you. Oh, that you feel bad about that though. There goes another 7.
Yeah, big moment there, actually. ID doesn't cut the door.
No. I mean that's very disciplined from ID because especially on this score line, a great way to make sure that nobody can overtake is to make sure nobody has the value to overtake you.
And one of the only ways you lose first is if you deal a Mongon into one of these players. Dustin, after opening, could easily be waiting with
1
Toitu or Atosuke even on the chun. Now it's come out, so if ID was looking to get it out of the hand, this would be the perfect time.
Yeah. And Jay
Boom.
back it off to reconsider here. Oh, that is Tempai though. 4-9. We 1-9 in the wall. Both the 4 still buried, much to everyone's dismay.
Toy South. There's the
Dora
second Dora.
Well, now it's never leaving.
I'm just trying to think, how could this be a Mongon? Green Dragon, no. Haku, no. South already called. The West. Twice cuts. There's not really a Mongon ever for Dustin, right? So ID doesn't
Not
actually
unless-
have to fear that hand.
Not unless some con shenanigans happen, but I don't know if those tiles. 7 pins available. Where's the last
Home.
South? Ooh, that's a threat. That's it is Tempai on the 4.
Yeah, suddenly players might be reconsidering this. Probably not Dustin though.
Oh. I mean, you don't wait there, right? Like you play that tile out every time. But...
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I did a couple big moves in this game. There was the hand that looked like it was not going to go anywhere that turned into a flush for 12,000 points. And then this hand also that, didn't look like it was going anywhere. You can't keep a door around, pair it up, call pull. Suddenly got 8,000 more points, and that was just part of the winnings for ID, up to a big 40.5 first place. Jay will grab the second here, plus 9.6, stays in the positive column once again. Dustin, after that last deal, will dip below 30,000 points, minus 10 there. And Mohan tried a lot, and just it felt like the wall was against him in this one. Every time he got a tempo, he just dealt in.
It so was.
At least in the latter half of that game.
Yep. ID, this is big because not only does it kind of walk her off of that demotion line, but it cuts her deficit in half effectively. So big pickup there. I'm really happy to see that. Jay probably just content to continue to be positive, continue just absolutely dominate this A2 league, which is not a small feat given some of the folks here.
Yeah, I was just looking at the upper portion of the division. Jay at 300 points already, but that's going to go up. Michael, Carl, Jason, all over 150. Steven just barely hanging on to fifth spot, over 100 points.
Yeah, and early in the season we was talking about the thing of, oh, look at these crazy percentages and averages, because it's so early. It's not that early anymore, and even though these are relatively small sample sizes, these sub 10% deal-in rates towards the top are pretty pretty great. Like 7.4, 6.6. It's just people are just not dealing in. Jason at 5.4% deal-in rate, just not giving away points here, and is pulling in monster hands to boot as well. Actually, top 4 all have hand values above 6,000 points.
Yeah, just going for monsters as we saw in that game. Well, hopefully we'll see more of that because we are going to be switching gears to Division A1, and it looks like we've actually got maybe a substitute in this series.
Let's see here. We've got, I recognize, of course, there is Claire, aka Thursday, across the way. I believe that is, if my reading is correct, that is Matthew on the left.
That's right. Stanley is the player that we're in front of right now, and on the left is Leon.
Leon.
Claire, as dealer, gets the big symbol.
Oh, that is huge. That's a good rebound going into South 3. I'd say Leon from the hit new game Resident Evil. I imagine not.
No,
I don't think I'm familiar with
from the Seattle club.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he's on hiatus, but stepping in for one of the players.
Yep. And that's kind of the nice. That's what the nice thing about the league is.
Is Leon just playing?
Leon's not on the list.
Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't think he was playing this season, but I saw him in the calendar, so that really caught me off guard because usually players' names don't appear in the calendar unless they're actually playing.
I know that you can put in like I think in order to get the games to fire, I think they kind of have to go into the calendar.
Okay.
Because the bot has to ID that these are the people that need to get dragged into the game. Feel free to correct me on that.
Yeah, I mean,
in the
I've had
comments
it.
if I don't have anything I'm talking about.
Yeah, maybe that is indeed the way it works. Well, they are in game 1 of their series here in round 5.
It looks like they've had a lot of fun this game.
リーチ
Ooh, big Ricci across the way.
That's
That
Richie
is
Dora 3.
Ricci Dora 3. You love to see it. And now Claire's hand, it's like that was first so exciting. It is Ishanten though. It's so long as we draw something
Nope,
around the
nope,
5.
Richie
Oh, never
puts
mind.
some old Dora 3. Already Hanuman will be more. No, of course, it's Stanley, so Stanley will not hit the Uda. But that you don't need the Uda. Got the Ipatsu, and that's good enough. 4-4-8 in the first place.
The Patsu's kind of like Ura, right?
It is,
Like, I
right?
mean,
It's just like more achievable.
Oh yeah. So it does not look like this is not the first game that Leon has subbed. Has 2 games on record. And that's one of the nice things about this league is the fact that if you need to step out, but like you still want to occasionally hop in and hang out. Subbing in is not only a great way to do that; it's also a huge help to the league.
Yeah, it's really nice to have players who have played in all sorts of divisions as well. Leon has, of course, played in the A1 division, so try to keep match subs with divisions that they're comfortable playing in. It's really clutch that we had him to step in.
Oh yeah.
リーチ
Though, if anybody ever figures out the secret to why subs are able to
チ
have so much good flow, please let me know because that is also a constant that I've found. Is that every time someone subs in, it's like they get a power up. Let's see. And speaking of, Leon has a nice Ricci Pinfu hand. A 2-pin, 5-pin. And of course, Stanley going for that big value on that Honitsu, possibly double south, possibly Dora 2. Really not feeling it. And boop! Straight into Ricci Pinfu. There's that sub flow. That hurts.
Yeah, see, that's the
Put it
thing.
on.
Subs can hit Uda.
Yep.
All right.
Subs can hit Ura. Subs could take all your points. Although it almost looks like the wall is telling Stanley sorry about that with giving him this hand as a replacement. Dora 2 could draw into double south. Well, I don't know about the double south draw, but could have a very nice Ricci here very shortly.
ポン
Palm. This is, you might say Atosuke, but it's not really, right? Because in order to win this hand, Leon actually has to get one of the Haku or Chin, so.
Yeah, it's like double. It's like double Atotsuke, right?
Yeah, but not quite Atosuke. This is, it's just gonna win. Alright, this hand is just gonna win.
I still think it's very funny that there are rule sets where calling like this, even if you have 2 dragon pairs, does not qualify your hand because you didn't have the Yaku upon the first call.
Yeah, that is a very intriguing rule set. By the way, I say this hand's gonna win, but there's actually only 1 copy of the Chun left in the wall, so it actually might not be so clear. And
Yeah.
Stanley is Ishanten.
There's nothing crazy enough about like Claire's hand that would incentivize her to drop Haku here. So those are staying where they're at. That's the pair.
Tuso pick
Ooh,
up 6-8.
I could see 6-0. 6-0 is very committal to me. Yeah.
Oh, Stanley wants this.
You have to take this, right?
It's just we're so much more closed.
Yeah. But you need the extra. I mean, yeah, you kind of want the extra value closed given the score line.
チ
But do you have the patience? No Yaku there. Still, it has to win off of a 7 or a 6.
And that's generally good enough. The other nice thing here is Stanley. Oh, well, can we see the 3?
A 3 shift would be smart. Yeah.
Not this time, says Leon.
And Leon, not at high risk of drawing yet another one because 2 of them are across the way.
God, Stanley does this all the time. No.
Come on. Do it for the people. Do it for the viewers.
G.
But I was going to
Ooh,
say,
we're
Stanley
thinking.
can use another Dora, or even the 8-mon will leave the Dora wait.
Oh. Claire really feeling that Sanshoku. There's one problem for her though. That problem's name is Matthew. Oh, goes and ends and shifts. Still probably wondering where this Haku is. Uh-oh. Senpin. Oh, but is it enough? Do we? Yep. All right. Goes ahead and takes it.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough for first place, but he was really running out of tiles there, so Stanley will just confirm the second.
Given this is not a tournament format where it's like all or nothing in this moment, you take the points and you move on.
Yeah,
because,
it's a really strong second though.
Oh yeah, plus 18.2 for second. Oh, we take those. Leon taking the plus 28.6 and chucking it off a cliff.
Yeah.
Claire minus 17, Kyle Hurts, and Matthew taking that minus 29 at the fourth. Honestly, there could have been a lot more damage happening there, but but we will move on.
All right.
Sorry, I'm getting some notes from the booth here.
Yeah,
Says the bot is having some issues, to put it politely.
Got it. Yeah, it was actually made an announcement earlier that was under repair, so it was thought that maybe it got fixed in time, but possible that this issues resurfaced. As is, though, in the A1 division, of course, we talked to Korak earlier, was broadcasting Game 1. Leading the A1 division, you look at the numbers here. Korak, 4 first places, okay, sitting at the top division. Kevin in second with 10 first places. And you wonder, wait, how? But the answer is Korak, alongside those 4 firsts, also has 7 second places. And I imagine they're also pretty decent seconds. Meanwhile, Kevin has turned a lot of his second places into first places. However, has eaten a few more fourths, and so it's really close up the top. Harrison actually doing quite well this season. Started late, went was kind of busy at the start, and caught up with I think the first 4 games were first places. So really got off to a good start. Has been carrying that momentum through. Has won another game recently to jump to 3rd place overall. Brian not too far behind. I'll be playing him this Monday. Oliver 83-3, Steve 69-1, Aaron 55-3. So pretty tight here in this division.
Yeah, no, it's been a good little slugfest A1 this season. Like, there's definitely some people that are starting to pull away, but like I don't think anybody's like out of the question here yet. I mean, even the demotion line is bit contentious, minus 82, but that's 1 game away from changing dramatically.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a scary season from the perspective of promotions and relegations. I am not looking forward to getting to the last 2 games of the season and seeing just how close it's going to be.
Oh yeah, and especially given that, like, I mean, out of only 20 people, like 5 have to demote, so the bottom quarter. Like that is a tough line to try to ride there.
That's true. Actually, we have had in the past A1B. Well, it could be larger, depending on the promotion, rather the hiatus situation. There was a world that it could even be larger this season, but ended up not being the case. As is though, after that second place, Stanley hanging on there, minus 64.8 ahead of Brian. Brian T also playing with Brian W with me on Monday, so it's gonna be a Brian table. And yikes, what this season in A1 is gonna be rough. We saw how challenging A2 was. A1's not looking
Yeah,
any better.
you think I'm having any better of a time down here? Like it's just the A leagues. I can't even just say the A leagues. Like you go down to B1, like and like there's just more and more. The league's getting bigger, but there's only the same amount of spaces at the top, right? So it just the pressure, the pressure just builds and builds and builds every season.
And that gives us games that are really exciting and fun to watch. So it's a great thing. By the way,
Okay,
I have been notified that the second game of the series has gotten underway. So in less than 5 minutes, they will be live for us.
ooh, cannot wait. Let's see. Yep, Leon's filling in once again. Appreciate the help there. So while we wait, we're saying we've got like March. Get into March. We've got a busy season ahead of us in terms of real life mahjong, don't we?
Absolutely. I wish that I had like little flyers that I could post up here for all of the tournaments that are going on. Actually, pretty soon there's going to be one in Oklahoma that I'll be attending. Actually, it's in about a week and a half.
Yep, about a week and a half. I'm actually going to be one of the judges there.
That's right. So these Midwesterners, people around Texas, Kansas City, of course, Oklahoma locals. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's actually gonna be a tournament that has open reach allows, so that's gonna be exciting. I've
Uh,
never played with that before.
yeah, it's a fun one, and especially given it's been kind of tempered for like a more competitive format. Usually, like for example, Open Reachy, one of the big kind of big things about it is if you deal into it, at least in more casual rule sets, if you deal into it while you're not also in Ricci, you have to pay out a Yakuman. That of course has been walked back because it's the tournament rules try to adhere to this thing called balance, which some of us may or may not believe is real. Um, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays in a 2-day tournament format because I think the most it's been exercised has been, I believe, Nomi's used it for league, and Oklahoma's in-state league has used it as well.
That's right. So it's been thrown out in league plays, but haven't seen too many tournaments giving a try. So definitely looking forward to that. And also at the end of the month, I think they're full up on people, but the DC tournament is going to be a pretty massive open tournament down in Washington or up Washington D.C.
Yeah, up, sideways, whichever direction it is for you. We hope to see you there as well. I believe you're signed up for that, aren't you?
I am, and there's one more tournament I'm set up for, and that is the Heart of America tournament down Kansas City, Missouri
Yeah.
slash Kansas, right that border there. Yeah, that's
Yep,
gonna
I
be a
believe
really
it's
exciting one.
technically on the Kansas side, but like it's the Kansas City area. It doesn't really make a difference, um, unless you're putting it into your navigation. Which in that case, please make sure you end up in the right state.
Yeah, I haven't worked out all the details about how exactly I'm getting down there, but I will find a way there, and I'll be joining. I'm sure Ty, you're also planning to make your way out to that.
Oh yeah, I'm actually the head judge for that event.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in May. I think the end of May there.
Yep.
So still spots available for more Midwestern mahjong.
Yes, that one actually has plenty of spots available. I think Tulsa's is closed, DC's is full. Um, Also, another one worth mentioning coming up is not one I'm as familiar with, but Rochester's in April.
That's right.
So,
They were getting their tournament all set up. A little last second. That's going to happen in between the DC tournament and the of course Kansas City tournament.
It's getting busy. I remember, heck, even during the WRC 2025 cycle, I don't feel like we had half as many of these tournaments popping up. Even at a time where like people would be, you could basically just say, "Hey, I have a tournament," and you'd have like 60 signups in a day.
Yeah, it's really exciting how big things are right now in terms of future tournaments. I mean, even in outside of the U.S., Ottawa's holding a tournament also at the end of May, and I've heard rumors
Yeah.
about a Montreal tournament. Of course, Toronto
Ooh.
always holds events, usually around the same time as Ricci Nomi. I heard Boston's going to be holding an event potentially, and of course, there's always
That's just roughly the first half of the year.
Yeah.
Like, that
there's always West Coast tournaments in PML, of course, Pacific Mahjong League. So all sorts of IRL stuff happening. But we've got online Mahjong for you. A1 table 5 or whatever table this is. Game 2. We're live.
Yeah. We just missed a call. It's fine. It's not like me casting the don't you remember me casting, I think it was either the semifinals or the finals where they got about to East 2. And I was just yapping before realizing that my Google Chrome had crashed, therefore I missed the start. So we'll miss a North call here. It's fine.
Oh yeah, just saw a comment in chat about the folks from Minnesota heading to the tournament. Very much looking forward to playing the Minnesota crew. I don't think I've met anybody down there yet.
Coming. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm excited about this upcoming Ricci Stanley. Ooh, wait. Hang on a second. Do we keep the door shape?
It could still be Ricci. It could even be Itsu if you squint.
Yeah, three mon first. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the Itsu path? We draw 6 mon, that's just 10 buys, so I guess we just never get there.
You call, cut 8 pin for your pair, cut 1 mon. Tap your heels together a few times, do a little spin.
Chi.
Yeah, it's gonna build that 8-pin cut for sure. Oh, Chi. That's a tempai on the 7 mon. The door indicator, really rough weight.
Yeah, nobody incentivized to drop that, and
Insta swap. That's the perfect tile.
Yep, and nobody's gonna hold a 9-pin. Oh, interesting swap by Sailor here. Just drops the 7 mon.
Yes, this goes back to acceptance of the 3 mon, which we've dropped earlier.
Oh, drop that 7 mon just in time. Now it's dangerous. Across the way, Ricci, Dora at the moment.
Oh, this is so rough for Stanley. Now we're 50-10, and we have to jam a lower pin tile, which just looks terrible on this board, given the 6-pin has come out 3 times. We had 3 copies of the 8-pin. We might just have to fold.
Yeah. This hand was not the most exciting anyway. I think it's one of those where you don't exactly feel bad about folding it. You just feel bad about losing the dealership.
You're hoping it's not optimal because then you're paying out, but Claire also continuing to fight here. Probably doesn't have a lot that she wants to fold with. That's fine.
Ooh, 7 pin does not make me happy, but we're going to send it.
Yeah, probably thinking more about if she wants to switch to the 8-pin weight. Because the 8-pin is Suji, and the 9-pin is a safe entry. Suji also to the 6-pin that's come out.
Sides against it and is rewarded.
Pay Dortsu.
3 Han, 30 Fu. We live off of those. That's our daily bread.
Gets the Ricci stick as well, so up 49 here in East 2 now as Matthew gets the dealership. It's always a little bit weird to me to see Matthew with the 7 dot mark. Like, it's not a surprise that he has this. It was bound to happen eventually. He's one of the, I honestly think he's one of the strongest, Akanashi players in the U.S. And but it took him way too long to get that 7 dot marker on ladder. But congratulations for pulling that in now.
Yeah, congratulations. Tenho's a mean platform. Like I don't have no other way to mince that. It's a mean platform that's mean to you. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Like it can be a lot of fun, but it's somebody's always having fun at any Tenho table. It's just a matter of who. And sometimes you have to just stomach the fact that it's not you.
Yeah. Well, it was him for long enough to get that marker. It's probably going to stay that way for a while before seeing just how far he's going to take it.
Yeah. Although a hand that I really like is Leon's. Either has Dora acceptance or has the Peiko shape. We could even see Ryan if we're really really lucky.
A force draw away would really help. How about that Dora? Who's got it? Claire's got one copy. Shantam.
홈,
Still, Shantam.
Yeah. Just go ahead and confirm the Yaku. Listen, if this was the A2 table we were just watching, that would have been 5-pin to shift to Honitsu.
You're so right. Yeah, this is a little bit more standard, though, I think, in terms of cuts.
And then that would have been a Chi.
Leave yourself a good floater. Understandable.
Yeah. That's nice. That's just 2-pin drop. If you draw 7-pin, do you just cut the 8 mons?
Surely not. You just go 4-pin, I believe. And then if you draw a 6-pin, you can cut the other 4-pin. Otherwise, you can still accept the 3-mon.
Oh, true.
Now, I do appreciate the idea of dropping the 8-mons because that really just forces you to get the Sanchoku. Let's be honest. Do we want anything else?
No. It's about manifesting, right? Like, if you force yourself to play only the Sanshoku, then you're surely going to get it.
Yeah, One-So's not good because it's close to the Dora, but Leon has way too good of a hand to give up here.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Leon Peiko. Ishan 10 for it. Just needs 5-mon and 4-so. That's
I
not a
imagine
good
that
draw.
if you draw Dora, though, you're just gonna ship it. So
Oh, you can push the 5, actually. Yeah, there are 4 copies of the 7 visible to Stanley, so he can actually reliably play these middle pin tiles. Yeah, just jam the 6-pin. I don't care about your pin tiles. I know you don't need them.
oh, that is Tempai, not the one we wanted, but I think it might be the one that we take.
1
Wait's too good here.
That pause.
1
It's always that pause. If it's just a momentary pause, you feel bad, but when it waits that long, you can tell someone's just thinking. But that does put Claire Tempai on 5-pin, which is oddly good, all things considered.
That's one of the dealing tiles that's going to get kept. And yeah, Stanley's 6-pin, 7-pin, and then 5-pin.
Yeah. You called it. I think that might be what's developing
Oh,
here.
but the 5-mon, you got to swap out now. You cannot drop
Yeah.
that 5.
There's a reason you were waiting on 5-pin is because you didn't think anybody else wanted it. Well, you got to rely on that. Yep. 5-mon. That does mean, though, that if it filters out of Matthew's hand, I'm going to get bopped twice. Not for...
3-so might be too hard to push here for what's just 2-han. Yeah, 1-so.
Yep.
And then maybe 2-so follow. But unlikely to be able to hang on to Tempai here. And so it will go to Ryukoku. Good dodging from everybody. Matthew and Leon both picking up 1,500 points, leaving a couple sticks in the pond, and we will stay here for East 2. Repeat.
That was very, very good disciplined moving around there. Taking some risks where risks like, it's like this doesn't deal in most of the time, but then after you take that risk a couple times, it's like, just good time to just back away. And I want Stanley's hand.
本
As nice as Matthew's hand looks, I think that we're gonna see North Shore 2 again.
I don't know. Matthew's hand does look pretty good. The 2-2-3-3 is a little awkward here, but what about Shinitsu? A2 would go for it. We're not gonna let this one go.
No. It's just so good. I mean, that's the funny thing is it was working too.
Right? But actually, a lot of those got shut down before they really got off the ground. But no. Stanley knows what to do.
Oh no, that's gonna get. I can see Leon and Claire almost end up feeding this to some degree because Leon doesn't want really any Pinzu. Claire doesn't need many. Though Matthew will probably hold any pins that he draws. I think pretty much any pinzu is an improvement here.
Yeah,
Reach.
99 pin might be a little awkward, but okay, there's reach 7 pin as well. Could she? If you jam the 6 mon, then you can jam the 3 mon. Let's it go.
Yep,
So
just
seven.
make your own safety. Just jam a bad middle tile, and then the tiles Suji to it are now safe.
Build your own Suji. Okay,
Yeah. It's like a Lego set.
Ooh, this is
Ooh.
easy 2 pin.
Oh, Leon. Yep, Leon's out. Draws both sides of the weight. Neither of them feel good here.
And Matthew is so ready to chase 2 pin.
That one so is just perfectly fine as well. Yep. And now through no effort of his own, Stanley actually gets the Nakasuji out the 3 and the 9 with this being able to throw the
Gee.
6. Could Chi here? Easy entry.
Oh, there's that
Oh, but-
awkward 7. So first, if Matthew gets a tempai, he just jams, surely.
That 7's not going to feel great though.
Nope, feels pretty terrible. It's about as bad as a tile could be, but, depending on how he gets the tempai, he could even play the 9
Con?
pin.
Con? Oh no. I mean that's a good decision there.
It's not what we want to see as fans of
No.
excitement, but, it's the correct play.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it's an honor con like that, especially given you've already got it, it's a free save tile. It makes that decision a lot easier. Still wanted
Suji,
it,
8
though.
minus Suji, but he'll play the safe 9 pin first. And, 8 pin! That's
Boom.
the Dora. That's a bunga.
Oh. That I have to appreciate that Stanley pretty much had the Honitsu locked away completely. Was all right, this calls the Monsu block and then still wins on the Dora. That was amazing push fold back and forth there.
We've got...
Hey,
yeah.
do you like honor tiles, Nathaniel?
I do like honor tiles. You know who else likes honor tiles?
I don't
Claire
think
and
you can
Leon.
hate. I don't think you can hate. No, everybody likes honor tiles on this
Honestly.
thing. Look at this.
Pair,
Oh.
2 pairs. So we're gonna see competing Pinzu Honitsu.
Competing Pinzu Honitsus. And honestly, I can see Matthew holding on to a generous amount of Pinzu as well.
Yeah, it's
He's
got the
can.
triplet of 4 pin, and the 4 pin has come out from Stanley, so he can see a wall has formed. No one else knows about this.
Oh, but Leon's on that
Boom.
Honitsu track of C button,
Boom.
hit button. Oh my god, but everybody's on
hitting
that
the
track.
buttons.
And Stanley across way is probably like, hey, I want to play too. And that's Tempai waiting on 2 on.
East Dora 1, just a 2 on hand. Most will get some bonus foo though. That's always something to look forward to. Whenever I refer to the bonus foo, I'm of course talking about the 12 Han, the upgrade.
Oh,
12 Han,
what do we
I say,
do
12,
here?
12 foo.
Yep, okay, 4 mon. Doesn't really work as a pair, but could stick it to something. But honestly, the other one's probably going to filter out as well.
Reach.
Ooh, there it is. Oh no!
Oh.
See, it's not. It's a complete left house, so it's dangerous. But there's so many Honitsu hands that you kind of suspect one of them is looking for it. Matthew will respect the Ricci though and play 4 pin at least to start. But now he's got to worry about the dealer's hand.
Oh. Matthew.
Is it just like 6 mon or no? Just play the 4 pin, and it's Leon instead who draws it. Yeah, just
3
lets it
calls
go.
in. 3 calls in. What do you do?
Each
Dora.
Dora Noda expected, but Stanley still up to 45. So a couple of good hands there at the end of the first game, and now to start game 2, puts him in the lead.
That's so mean to just you just snuck in the word expected after no Just as
Stanley and I joke
fluidly as
about this all the
breathing.
time. I also don't hit Uda, so we are the same in this regard.
You just slipped it in there as easily as breathing, right? Like, it's a fact of life. The sun rises, the sun rises, the tide's come in and out, and Stanley seems to miss.
No. When I watch him stream his games, he will, Ricci his Ricci Pinfu Tanyao and go nice 52 after Tsumo. And of course, it's always 52 because he does not hit that. Same thing for the 340 Ron. Nice 52. By the way, we got a Ricci here from Claire. Nice 4-mon. The Kanchan Phil. No real value here, just the Ricci.
Yep, Ricci no Mi, which is very appropriate for Claire. But it's dealer. You take these. I just can't wait for the North Con. Oh.
Had a little glitch there. Oh, 3 pair up. Hang on a second. Yeah, Stanley sees some opportunity here. 5-mon cut. Might not be done yet. There's the 3-mon. So 3 6-pin. Sorry, a 3-pin in the discards, which means 3 6-pin is going to be a 50-10 tempai. But there's still Chitoi opportunity.
Yeah.
Sanako opportunity.
Hasn't really drawn anything that would make him have to reconsider either. That's Tempai across the way on 3-mon Kanchan for Ricci Dora.
It's Ricci +1. Matthew's a Snake Shacker. It's gonna be a reach.
Oh, there's the other 3. That's getting locked up.
8-mon comes out. That's the Dora. No chi here.
That lag probably made Claire's heart.
You can't keep getting away with it. I want to be able to say that you shouldn't be able to make this Ricci against the dealer, and it keeps working for Matthew. It keeps working. So I can't say it's bad.
Ooh.
Lovely hand there for Claire. I'm excited to see that one come together.
That's a very good C button hit button hand.
Just a ready-made flush.
Mm-hmm. It's really nice when it just comes out of the box like that, just ready to go. No prep needed. 4-so? How much are we telegraphing this? Oh, 2-so. I mean, it's not that much different.
Yeah, 4-so, 2-so, 2-so, 4-so. It's going to look fishy either way.
Yep. Oh, there you go. There you go. Act like, our hand's kind of good. 6-pin.
I totally wasn't cutting
not even hiding the suit. Says, I know my hand's good. That's why I'm playing it.
Slight improvement there for Stanley. 2-so is a good draw for Matthew. But can he get the Mon tiles out of his hand before Claire hits a tempai?
Yeah.
She is just one away now.
And Stanley is so incentivized to play this hand as well. Has value that he can see with his Dora pair. Although with this really awkward Monzu shape, though, I'm gonna have to pair either another 7-mon, which is not possible, or get a 9-pin in order to really make this work. Or just somehow end up on Chitoi. Oh, speaking of those 7-mon, this is awkward.
Yeah, just a wee bit. But you know what can solve that problem? Another 9-pin draw.
Yeah. Well, this is also awkward for Claire because nobody's dropping that 7-mon.
Well, it really depends on Stanley, right? If he ends up with Chitoi, then that 7's just gonna come out.
Oh yeah. Oh, this 3-mon can't feel good, but sends it anyway.
Alright, it's not Chitoi anymore.
No. It's just gonna be like the world's worst Shabo.
Yeah, or it's gonna be a 6-mon draw and a deal. Ooh, Shabo, how about this?
Oh, you gotta swap that, right? Yeah, that feels a lot more live.
Yeah, the 9-mon feels kind of live. Now the 5-mon draw also improves your weight. As opposed to that Penchon, which just does not improve whatsoever. You gotta draw a 6-mon first, then a 5-mon.
Less time for all these draws.
Exactly. And by the way, Matthew could have been Tempai there, but he respected this flush, and good on him. Dropped 3 so 2, so not willing to cut any Monzu. Still is
And
Ishan
especially on this scoreline, like, has a little more reason to be disrespectful like Stanley, but there's no reason to give away points to, like, you would only give away points to the people that could crawl back up to, like, pull you out a second.
Yeah. Let's see how Stanley feels about this West. Like, it's missing from the board, right? Plays the 8-mon. That one was safe.
That is a weirdly live West.
Matthew willing to trust the Nakasuji.
Nakasuji, and also, like, he's fairly blocked up.
Yeah, Stanley's probably going to be stuck on this West until Claire drops it.
Claire'd have to find one, though, because also Leon's holding one, too. Leon seems to also not exactly like this West. It just feels wrong this late.
With all the 2-mons discarded, it wouldn't feel safe enough. Oh, not trusting the 2. That was seemed relatively safe.
I think it's more just about recency. Like, it's come out most recently. I think Stanley just doesn't want to touch this.
Yeah. I mean, you look at that West and you say, I'm never dropping this. You can put yourself in a mindset where you just have to fold it. But once Claire drops the West, suddenly your hand is unlocked again. You don't know that she will, but it's kind of good to keep that option alive. Oh, and there's the West. Well, a little late. Home? That's
West,
Tempai.
pawn.
Let's do it.
Who cares about this 5? If Claire wanted the 5,
oh, the 5-pin. What? That's unlucky. That's a little unlucky
That's so mean.
Leon just says, yeah, I needed those exact 2 tiles from the wall.
Who put that in the script? That was mean.
Well, it's still kind of split game right now. Matthew chasing Stanley down. Matthew's got the dealership. Whoa, I'm not seeing any draws. Let's try that again. There they go.
Hey, there you go. I think that Leon's about to play a fun hand. I have no idea what's about to happen, but that hand just looks like it's about to be silly.
Big Chanta? Bigger Chanta with Junchan Door 3? Junchan Door 3 Sanchoku?
Oh.
Let's go. I'm calling it now. It's going to win.
Oh, come on. Just believe and drop that 5-mon and 6 so. Just who needs
just disguising it, right? If you make it too obvious that you're going for Junchan, they won't cut your tiles.
No.
No. Wrong draw.
Stop it. Do the funny.
If it's not funny, what are you doing?
That mindset has ruined my ladder play anytime I play in front of other people.
You see, that's it. I cannot stream my ladder games for people because my body just wants to do the interesting move instead of the technically correct move. Like folding?
It's the woes of having like an entertainer's heart, right? Like you want to give the people what they want, and that usually involves dealing in.
So true.
Oh, enough about us though, because we just have a little Tempai here. Just Red Dragon, 1,500 points.
Oh, I fear Leon just got the Ishan Dead for Sancho Door 3. Brutal to see it end so cheaply.
It all closed as well. Like it was just being gifted, but too little, too late. Does start off with double South pair and a Dora in hand.
I have the vision for Dora Tonki in the future. We have all the shapes we need for it. Lack nothing.
Yeah. You definitely start to feel no. Stop it.
Okay, that I don't think Leon normally does that. I think that was just a slight error. But Ishantan now, so all good, I guess.
Teared up the 6. I guess.
Probably the tile I would have
cut. What's everybody else doing? Just kind of cooking up some hands. I like Stanley. Stanley's, I feel like it could end up on a decent weight here.
Ooh.
Not a ton of value, but of course doesn't need it. Oh, well, there you go. Nice little build there.
All right, Leon. What's it going to be? Efficiency? Safety. Safety.
Yeah.
Don't really need, I think, the Shabo, like the perfect Ishantam. The shapes
That's a
should be
big
good
part of
enough
what
as
absorbs
themselves.
that. It's not. It's also like what there's not. That's not a real improvement to like a Sabachan. Like I've been in that position a lot where you make that kind of draw and you're like, oh, this changes things. Not really. Because now you're just tempo on the good shape, and you would have dropped the 3 on there anyway.
Okay, so Stanley now hits Ishantam.
Holds on to the north.
Mm,
Dong.
Oh,
yeah, that's not really fit in the hand. So another cheap one going to Leon this time. Finally get to pass the dealership forward. South 3.
ooh.
Well,
This is what Leon was here for. Leon knew that like, okay, the next hand's going to be good, so I want to hurry up and start playing that one.
if I knew what my next hand would be. I actually kind of I heard about this, a version of Mahjong where you can see what your next draw is going to be. I think that'd be kind of cool to play. Maybe not next hand,
yeah.
just go straight to the next draw.
Mahjong Soul has a kind of a variation about that. I cannot remember exactly what it's called, but effectively what it is there's a pool of 3 tiles that everyone can see, and every turn you pick from those 3 tiles. Everyone
Yeah.
sees what you take, but then another tile just goes into replace. Oh, not yet. This
Not
is
yet, but-
south. Do we switch off the south? We're thinking about it, but no,
No
we're
way.
Tempai. This early.
Oh no, is this it could be a reach? Waiting on the Dora? Or Stanley gonna look for Sanchoku?
This is a
He's
tough
gonna
decision.
go for the Sanchoku. Nathaniel approved.
Yep, and of course that you can still draw the Dora, and you're still pretty happy.
Yeah, exactly.
This would be a moment you could think about swapping south, but no. I mean I like the decision, but
The wall gave it back, and Stanley said, "Nope, I'm convinced that maybe it's because he knows we're watching."
yep. Are you in here? Are you in here watching?
What about? Oh yeah, 2 so 10. Okay, never mind.
No, the 7-pin. That's just taunting.
Reach.
3-sided.
Yup, you take that. Very nice.
And now the south
Richie only.
a little spooky. But like, what else do you have?
Yeah.
One mon. Just gonna get out as Matthew. Leon jamming. What if I to lose
Really?
with this big dealer hand? And there's the sound.
Oh.
Matthew ran out of save tiles. Just one tile in, couldn't try anything else. It did pass against the Ricci, but not against the open hand.
Oh, yeah, and that's a very important pickup for Leon. Very close to Khan?
Con?
Turn 1 Khan?
Oh, 9 mon. This is one of those spots where, usually when you start with 4 of a kind, it's like one of those middle tiles, like 2, a 3, a 7, something like that. Something that can be used in a sequence, but it's really hard for the 1 so to turn into something. I mean, Leon's showing us how it can be done. But a turbo especially is worth a lot of foo.
Yeah, it's effectively an extra Han.
Exactly.
Close.
As a dealer, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, no, not a lot of development from other players. I can see the desire for Chanta or Junchan from Claire of there to maybe even the Sanshoku on the right draw. Even rejecting the 6-mon for in exchange for 9-mon, which is the second time we've seen that, but it's not even Dora this time.
Okay, I was about to comment on this. Heads up play by Leon. I guarantee you his calls are off. His calls are off. That 7 so came out and lagged. And he said, someone has a pair. The 7 so is not live. I'm going to cut 8-9. I love that
wow.
play.
God, the lag reading. That's some deep stuff right there. Yep, goes ahead and cuts it. And actually is rewarded with an extra shape to replace.
Exactly. You don't want to get stuck on a shape that you can never use. Now, the funny thing is going to be when he draws the last copy of the 7 so.
I mean, yeah, that's just what happens, right?
Right.
Like that's just the wall telling jokes. And then the person who is really sad about this entire turn of events is Claire on the on the other 8-9 shape.
Yeah, who actually wants to use that for a Chanta type hand. But okay, now you get the 9, so that fixes some problems.
West drop across late. Yep.
Ooh, no baton. Could be a reach. Could wait for more, but usually it's a reach. There it is.
Yep, swapping the weight. Ooh. This is an interesting spot to be in. Do you think that 5-6 means that they don't want Manzu? No? Okay. 5 pin.
Yeah, just taking Ishantan.
Yeah. We say half Suji and throw that.
We do indeed. Well, is it con time?
I think so.
Oh,
No.
just lets it go. 5-5.
Oh, the content. Leon, come on. You
So your
can't just
chance for
dangle this in
first?
front of us. What do you have to lose?
I do oh, well, maybe we're back. We are.
Oh. Come on. You already dumped one bucket of points over a cliff. What's
Okay,
another?
okay. So this is Ishantan.
We draw back the 5 pin. No! Maybe it's good we didn't con.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I guess that's a good thing. I mean, you never know.
Maybe,
Maybe
I
we could have
guess.
gotten Tepai with the con draw. Maybe we could have drawn the Dealan tile with the con draw.
Probably both. All right.
Yeah,
that
do
is
4.
South 4.
Home.
All right, Leon,
Claire
just shutting
has
things
work
down
to do.
here.
Yep. Claire has some work to do, but has the hand to do it.
Stanley also in shutdown mode.
Oh yeah, Stanley especially. Oh my God, this hand is just. Come
Oh,
on.
the 7-pin draw. The wall says you are favored.
No, but it's also favoring Claire. It's a race.
Okay, can Claire hang on here? I mean, this is a pretty wide Ishantan, and most draws only improve it. Great value as well, especially with something like the 6-mon draw.
I would even just pawn
Reach.
8-mon. Reach.
Now
Just
Stanley
send it.
has to really think about this. 'Cause he doesn't want to be the one to deal in here. If Matthew deals in, that's fine. What is Ishantan?
Yeah, but are you really gonna throw that? No.
Maybe try 8-mon, and rework the hand.
Says nah. 2 more. Half dead weight for Claire here. At least half held. 2-9-0, 2-6-0, still in the wall. Let's see if we can find him. And Leon's just building a Sozu flush before our very eyes.
Sozu Flash. It was the open Chitoy, right? Had
yeah, okay.
5 pairs and a call.
I've read about this.
And that's the worst. I really hate like making a pawn and then drawing 5 pairs.
Oh my God, it's happening.
Sumo.
Oh, there's the sumo.
Oh,
Cut
sumo.
on there as well, the expensive side. Each sumo tile dora. But that is going to be exactly what Claire's looking for. Suddenly she's in 3rd place, and she can gun for first. One more of those, and she will be in first.
Just do it again, Claire. Come on. I know she's capable of it.
She has a green dragon. That's the Dora. Oh, and Matthew's hand looks really good across the way.
Can be. He's going to need a couple strategic draws. Very interested to see how Claire plays his hand because it's kind of messy. That's kind of the double-edged sword of Dora here, right? Is it like it's the points that you need, but also if you build your hand around it, your hand is going to be slower than everybody else's.
Unless
Right
your
now,
favorite-
she has time to think, though.
plenty of non-Dora tiles to discard before having to make a real decision on that. Ooh, that 3 so makes me think about 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to force the Dora, even if we result on just like a pair. No other Dora in sight worth mentioning. Like, all of the rest are in the wall.
On one hand, these draws like 9 so mean that you don't have to make that decision yet. On the other hand, it's not helping your hand, so I'd rather have.
You want to be making these decisions because you want to make them now and not a row from now when someone's
That
probably
decision.
Dama Tempai. That's the perfect place to drop that, honestly. The second you get an improvement, float it as long as you can. Although I do see across the way, and especially at this point spread, Matthew has the hand to just go ahead and wrap this up.
He does have to be a little bit careful, though. His gap is 1,400. So if he calls a Ron here for just 1,000 points, add the home button, that will be 100 points short. So he would need to sumo or hit Stanley directly to get first place.
Yeah, very precarious here.
Big draw.
Ooh.
Tuso looks
Not the
good
hand
enough.
Yeah, not the hand we thought we'd see from Claire, but not a hand that she's going to turn down.
Yeah, if she ends up on the Tuso Kanshan, you can take that Richi, but you could also greed for the Tanyao Pinfu Sanshoku if you draw the 7 so. I'm really hoping she draws it because I really want to see. I think usually Claire actually likes to go for the value, but at this stage of the game, would you really give up Tempai? You know, we're getting late.
Yeah, and the problem is that this 1-3 shape is jamming up the hand, and we can see most of the Tusos here.
Pull decision made. So we're gonna play for the Tanyao.
That's very smart. I like this. Speed up the hand. You want to win something here. Winning anything is progress.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. Very, you know, it means I'm going to be Tempai, but also the table recognizes that this hand has almost no value in it. Probably just 1,500.
As you're clear there, I don't know, though. I don't think you care that much. You're just trying to. Your value is that you get to play again.
Yeah, if you're Matthew, you can just ignore it. If you're Stanley, you have to be a little bit cautious because 1,500 is enough for you to lose placement. By the way, Matthew Tempai now. Will he Dama? Will he reach?
No red dragons in sight, interestingly.
Dama Ron is enough because it's closed. So
Richi.
1,300. We'll take the Richi.
Takes the risk.
Okay, notably though, the gap here, even with the Richi, if he is the only one Tempai, he will.
Oh, 9-pin first? Yep.
He will.
That's the Tuso that we wanted earlier. And wait, if my wall reading's correct, Matthew would have drawn this Tuso had. Oh, that's just Tempai. And
yeah, Claire plays the safe Tempai. As long as she doesn't draw something really bad in the next 3 draws, then she should be able to get here.
There's exactly one bad tile she could draw. Exactly one.
That's not this one.
Where is it? There's a lot of tiles left and still 2 red dragons floating out there in the world.
Oh, 6? That's actually going to deal into... Wait, that's no Yaku. Ignore me.
Yep, no Yaku. Done.
6 so goes through.
Could call it for to be funny.
Ah, 6 Mon. That's... It's safe. It's not Kasuji. It's fine. Jam it.
Yeah.
6 pin goes through again.
5.
Oh, the red. Is that gonna?
Oh.
Yeah, it's got to be a stopper, right?
But wait. Might deal out on the 2 though.
Oh,
but deals out on
that. Not enough faith that Claire was going to be Tempai, and that's going to deal in. That's actually going to put Matthew into first place. No Uda, but doesn't need it. That 26 will be enough. It's going to be Matthew with the 23.4 first. Stanley a second place, 11.9. Back-to-back seconds. Get robbed at the very end. Claire, minus 10.8, will at least be saved a 4th place by Leon pushing that Tempai.
Yep, that's what heck. I was honestly more expecting that 2 to come out for the double run.
Yeah, I mean that's heads up play by Claire. The 2 not safe. The 7 pin was at least Suji, and even though it might be a slightly worse weight because you're no longer waiting on Geputsu, at the very least you're not dealing it immediately, which is important to not do. And the 6 Mon as well heads up that was Nakasuji's, therefore relatively safe. Fortunately, did not win, but did get saved in the end. That big dealer Mungon Sumo really doing massive work.
Oh yeah, and it's sometimes like that for all the massive back and forth we see. Sometimes, so oftentimes it's why those even just a Mongon you can't discount because that might be the biggest thing that happens all game. So definitely worth pursuing, and that will put Matthew's going to be very happy with that result. Given the standings, will actually creep a little farther up, and will actually claim, at least for the moment, a singular. What do you call those points?
Yeah,
Do they have a
what do
name?
we call these points? The ones on the far left, the championship points.
Yeah, can you call them that? That
If you accumulate enough of them, then you qualify yourself for the semifinals of the yearly Armel Championship.
I'm actually scroll. I'm trying to scroll up and see did Edwin call them anything?
At the very least, holding one for now.
Yep, and of course nobody's really out of this yet. Stanley's still holding at a decent place, and Claire like right on that. Like I said, right on the edge of that demotion line, but not by much. It could very easily come back out of it. Still a good handful of games to go.
Yeah, well, they got 2 games in. I think they're going to be continuing, but we will not. I do believe, though, that if you want to catch the results as they come in, you can check out the website, AmericanRicci.org. If you go to the A1 channel, as the games finish, those results populate in. If the bot's picking them up, which usually it is.
Yep. And you can even pop in, and you can actually look at the log and see even see what went down.
Exactly. And given the results, you can match up the players to the seats and study the games. I know there are some people in A1 that actually do that quite a lot. They study the games of the opponents that they're going to be playing so that they can have a good idea of, if they discard this in that situation, what does it mean? Can actually come up more often than you think. So very cool stuff on the website. Also, you can sign up for the upcoming spring session. We are approaching the end of the season. We just started the first week of session 5. After that, there's one more week of session 5, and then one final 2-week period where session 6 gets completed. And you want to register before the start of session 6. You've got about a week left to go to get your sign up if you want to participate in the league this upcoming spring. It'll be really exciting if you are able to join. You can also check out our channel, Discord channel, with all sorts of fun tips and tools. Most notably the What Would You channel, which gets regular usage. And players from all sorts of divisions pop in with questions and answers and thoughts, and it's really a good way to study.
Yeah, it honestly, I attribute it to one of the biggest reasons my game has improved is having this environment where I can throw these ideas out and get feedback on them. It's probably one of the I think I would argue probably one of the biggest hubs of mahjong knowledge, at least in the States.
Yeah, definitely a great way to connect with a lot of the super competitive, tournament-minded players. So definitely a great resource to check out. That being said, I don't think we're looking at a Tuesday broadcast next week, but definitely Wednesday for sure. We will catch the second week of session 5 and set the scene for our end of season. Hope to see you then. Big shout out to all the commentators that participated in the action tonight. Quack earlier today, and also Ty. Thank you very much for hopping in and ending the stream out with me.
Yeah, thanks for having. It's nice to be able to get chit chat as much as I can. Was a little sick yesterday. Definitely feeling better today. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I look forward to seeing you in about a week in the Oklahoma tournament, and soon after that, all the other tournaments in the area, and then see everyone else next week on our regular Armel broadcast. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, y'all. Take care.